Okay, so about the last week or so, I haven't been streaming the Steam discussions. I've been reading them, as you can vastly see. I should have made a fucking little thing like, oh yeah, my body turns unread Steam discussions into read Steam discussions. That's what I do. But basically, a few major hitters that happened. Azurai, welcome to the stream as well. I know I mentioned this outside of a Steam discussion reading, but I probably should mention it in an actual one, so anybody who's binge watching all of these back to back can get the full recap. Essentially, the Deathsia post from a while back, I don't know if it's here somewhere, I think. I'm pretty sure it's here somewhere. What happened to Shackles? Don't worry. I'll find that in just a second. I can actually show you what he posted as well, because somebody quoted it in response, and because of that, here it is. I'll open this up. So I'll come back to that. Basically, from that thread, this one, he's still banned. Wow. Fucking hell, mate. All he did was call me a troll and he got fucking banned. So Deathsia, he was saying some stuff in here. I poked a little bit too hard, and then Deathsia, like, I have noticed something about Deathsia. I feel like his explosions of rage, of hatred, are just a show. Like, he's just trolling, because that's just what he likes to do. Because I'll read out what he sent me, by the way, because I thought it was fucking funny as shit. And it's banned right now, unfortunately, but here's part of it, if you're wondering. Yeah, the word Trump is in there, don't worry about it. And holy shit, it was absolutely insane, but I'll go over that in a second. He accepted my friend request, and I think the reason for that was because he actually wanted to vent to me specifically. Because you might have mentioned before, you might have heard me mention it before, but he did deny my previous friend request. Trump where? They didn't get him. Azora, they missed. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, he sent me. I sent him another friend request while this was happening, and where in post, I can't. It's got deleted. All right, it was like about Yeah, it was here. Oh, no, wait, right after this one. He made another post. I'll have to show it off. Basically, there was... Oh, yeah, then we became friends. I had a chat. He called me a troll. Actually, wait. This one didn't get banned. He's... Oh, I guess trolling isn't the same as calling somebody a troll. Wait, let's see Papa Shekels. Wait, what do you mean? What? I'm going over the first one first. The first one. Then I'll talk about Papa Shekels in a second. Basically, I need to stop looking at fucking chat. Zora, you're a bad influence on me. The Trump mentioned... Oh, Deathsia mentioned Trump. Although, Trump is in the Trump card, not like Trump is in the president. I mean, former president. I mean, possibly soon to be president. You know, that guy. Wrong kind of Trump. But I'll read the rest of this that got cut off, because holy shit. Basically, I keep getting distracted. He accepted my friend request. He sent the exact same thing that got deleted here to me specifically. It wasn't directly about me though, because as you can tell, I wasn't really like, what was it, making a big hubbub about it. I didn't bring up any cheaters or anything like that. He did that himself. But like, I find it so funny that in the message he sent me, he wasn't just calling out me, he was calling out everybody that has ever wronged him in the past, that just like aren't on his side in any way. He also, I forgot to send this to Chloe as well, he also clarified what he considers as cheating in Master Duel, and for some reason Deathsia thinks that he's said this to somebody. He's never said it to anyone. Not a single soul. I've been through all of his posts, and no, Deathsia has never said, like, to anyone what he considers as cheating in Master Duel. He only thinks he said it, and because of that, that's why all these fucking like, that's why everybody's so upset with him. It's like, what are you talking about, cheaters? And he's like, I've already provided you proof. I don't have to do it again. And it's like, no, you've never done that. You've never once provided proof on anything. But the thing he sent me of why he thinks people cheat makes a little bit more sense. But what I find funny about it, and I'm going to mention it, is I tried to sympathize with him and be like, yeah, I've noticed a bit of hand rigging as well. Like, I keep drawing my Harpy's Feather Duster even though there's only a 1 of in my deck. That's a bit weird. And he's like, no, your hands are completely RNG every time. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm trying to like find some common ground so we can like actually have a discussion. And he's like, no, it's RNG, mate. All right, fine. There's no hand rigging. What the fuck? Was this before? This was before he sent me the friend request and we had a duel. That's the other like big major point, is we had a duel because I asked him that my major goal in life is to have a duel against him, and sure enough, he accepted, and we had a little friendly match, and it was very fun. That being said, I don't think Deathsia has a lot of friends, by the way, because he was very genuinely excited that he didn't get instantly obliterated because I was holding back. I didn't like the duel where he was testing out the pendulum magicians and stuff. I was like holding onto Raigeki, just like telling myself, don't use the Raigeki, he will quit. He will surrender if I use the Raigeki. I felt so bad. If only, I don't think Deathsia looked back at the replays in the room. If he looked at the replays and saw what was in my hand, he would have just been like, fuck this guy. I had the out. Like, I was like, oh no, mate, I just drew nothing but Neo-Spacians. It's okay. I bricked my guy. I'm sorry. I've only got like Grand Mole in my hand. I don't actually have like, you know, any combo cards at all. Nothing. Rocket, how's it going? This is a Samu stream. The thing with the Samu stream though is it is in low quality because bitrate is still a scarcity right now. Exactly, it's alright. Exactly. Also, Never Gonna, welcome to the stream as well. Vanilla Neos. Dude, the amount of times I just want to use Spirit of Neos to shuffle himself back and just bring out Neos, and then that's it. that's all I do. It's enough to win. It's quite surprising. I only saved one replay, and I know I showed it in KBJ's stream, but basically Deathsia's deck building like blows my mind. Like, it genuinely, it's like it's both unnecessarily complicated, but at the same time it's pretty cool. All right, you got a striker replay for me? Oh hell yeah, is all right. Actually, you know what, let me load up Master Duel in the background just so I have it for reference, because I know we're gonna be talking about Red Reboot today. But basically there was, oh hang on, shit, where'd that fucking load up at? Here it is. Hang on, studio mode. You're gonna fucking take that off. There you go. You're not getting it yet, all right. But basically, oh my god, wait, my train of, oh yeah. He was talking to me about this whole combo that he has set up where it uses some Magia monsters, brings out a whole bunch of shit, basically brings out an XYZ and some other crap, and then the whole purpose of it was to attach itself to your monster as like an equip card, and then give control of your opponent, or give that monster to your opponent, basically. So essentially it's change a heart, right? He had like a fucking huge combo for just change a heart or snatch steal. That's it. That's like, I'm like mind blown why you have such an incredibly long and egregious combo that can be ashed multiple times and impermed, and you just do all of that to do snatch steal. I'm like, why would you do that? It's like, that's such a waste. Like, if your whole purpose is to do that, then yeah, you're gonna brick. You're absolutely gonna brick. What the hell was that noise? What the hell was that? Wait, I have rewards? Wait, what? Apple TV? What the fuck? What is that noise? Oh my god, it's the game. Jesus Christ. Fuck's sake. Simply dedication. I'm just like, I know that, you know, from Deathsia's perspective, I'm sure that's something he's thought of before as being like a sort of homebrew thing. Like, oh, I can use these cards to make, wait, there's new accessories? Hold up. Oh, it's that thing. Oh. Hold on. Oh, sorry. I'm looking at, there's a neon sign. There's this card as a wallpaper? Why? Why is that? Why is that a thing? What the fuck? All right. Whatever. Anyway, little load screen. You know, I miss the load screens from Tag Force where they actually like start a duel. I don't know why Master Duel can't just do a duel live replay on the like demo screen, like with Duelist A and Duelist B. Like that would be kind of neat, you know? Just a little demo, and it's like Snake Eyes going up against Snake Eyes. Would love that. So here's the post in question that I really want to talk about today, because this is so innocent, and you'll notice it here. Papa Shekels is banned. How? He's so wholesome. How can he be banned? It's crazy. There's some sadist working at the company. That same sadist rigs people's coin tosses as well. Specifically that one guy. What the fuck? So, basically, the guy, I mentioned it before. I'm just gonna quickly go over it. So, Garbage, that's his name. Just for agreeing. Oh no. I'll show you the post that actually got him banned. But it's Garbage's fault of what happened. So Papa Shekels did nothing wrong, by the way. It's Garbage going a little too insane with his power, so to speak. Garbage, I don't really like Garbage, but I'll send him a friend request anyway when his name pops up. Guy, massive troll. So essentially his brief history was the fact that he liked playing Floodgates, he liked playing Stun in Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, amazing, right? Oh no, sorry. The first post, or at least the first one that I saw anyway, was he was upset with modern Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay, he doesn't like combo solitaire decks. He then plays Stun. He then plays like Floodgates and shit, and he likes playing Stun decks and stuff. Makes a bunch of posts about, you know, supporting Stun and Floodgates and things like that. That's fine. Obviously was met with a lot of people being like, well, I mean, no one's gonna fucking... What was it? Nobody likes Floodgates and stuff. It's just like, it's just stupid you'd lock down decks like that. And he's like, just run MST, bro. Just use MST. Just draw the out, bro. I find that so fucking funny that he said that shit, by the way. Eventually, it moves on to the fact that somebody mentioned Runics, and how Runics are very good for stun, which makes sense. The whole purpose of Runics is to, you know, mill your opponent while waiting, I guess. Just kind of passing time, I suppose. Then he complained about Runics not being as strong as they used to be, for good reason, because they were a bit busted. And then went to uninstalling the game. Like, and then just gave up. He left, and I didn't see him at all. Like, from part 1 of this till now, I have not seen Garbage like active. That's because, like, I guess he was beyond my time, right? But no, he came back. He came back, and he's still a bit of a cunt. He's still talking about stun decks and stuff, and how he just loves stun. Actually, I think he even has a post, yeah, right here. Well, I mean, this isn't this one's the obvious one.
Guys, cards that need to be printed to help stun decks. Cards which allow for the summon of Dino in your opponent's turn 1. Protection from effect negation, cards which prevent targeting, and cards which improve searchability and consistency. There is no greater deck printed in Yu-Gi-Oh! And Stun deserves more support.
I wouldn't really call Stun a deck archetype, by the way. There are archetypes that, you know, do control strategies, like, you know, Runic, for example, that could be considered under the Stun umbrella, but I would never, like... You can use Left Arm Offering if you really wanted to, you know? Like, that makes everything searchable. You've got triple tactics thrust. That makes things searchable. Like, you got options, mate. Wait, there is like a dinosaur card that specifically searches out a dinosaur monster, so you can summon Dino with it, I think. I don't know if that's Miscellaneousaurus or not. There's something that does it. I don't remember what it is though. But there's support out there already. It exists. But this is the kind of guy he is, alright? Gold sarcophagus. I actually don't think Garbage uses gold sarcophagus, believe it or not, which is hilarious because I'm pretty sure he would love the Horus archetype. That's like what he would want. I'm pretty sure that's what he would want from a stun archetype, is like, oh yeah, I'll just put down this one card and just lay down a bunch of level 8s. That's it. But that's the kind of guy. His mentality hasn't changed. Like, I'm surprised with the months away from Master Duel, like, God forbid he actually did uninstall the game. Like, wait. Garbage is the same guy who... No, I'm thinking of Sanyo. Sanyo's the one who didn't play the game. He played it for like 2 weeks, hit Master 1, and that was it. That's Sanyo. This Garbage, I think, still plays the game, and he just kind of sucks at it, but that's something. The OG? Oh, like, right. I was thinking of King Sarcophagus, right? You mean Gold Sarcophagus, right? I forgot the one where you banish it and then it returns to your hand like 2 turns later. That takes too long. Never gonna. It's gotta be instant. It's gotta be, if your opponent won the coin flip, you need to have a hand trap that adds like Dinah onto the field, okay? That's the kind of shit he's advocating for. What I don't understand is why Garbage doesn't learn a deck that does what he wants it to do. Like, you can play Labyrinth if you wanted to, you know, you can do that. Labyrinth has a turn 0, which is pretty neat, so alright. I mean, that's just the kind of shit that he wants, but I don't think he's going to learn any other deck that isn't Floodgates. Now, the reason why I'm bringing up Garbage so much is he's the anime protagonist for this particular thread. I don't know how this happened. This was at like 30 comments, by the way, before I left for work. I might have added to it, maybe, but I really want to poke this guy some more because I don't know, he's interesting, but I don't think he's gonna change. I think he's just gonna be like this brick wall. He already like admitted I fucking admitted what I called him out for, and then like that's all the information I really needed. Anything else he says is just absolute nonsense garbage. But I'll point that out when it happens. So basically, Virgo over here. Virgo's pretty cool, by the way. I love Red Reboot. Man, that card is hot. I love that card. Every time that card shows up in my hand against a trap-centered opponent, I want to kiss that card. That card is the best. Not today. Redacted. I can't say that word, Virgo, please. A card that has ever been printed. That card is the true friend in need. Nothing feels better than when I slam it onto the field and force my opponent to put that hideous trap back where it belongs. Face down, the way it was intended to be. At least the guy's honest. Papa Shekels, I wish the TCG would bring it back. I actually didn't know Red Reboot is still banned in the TCG. I thought it'd be fine. Like, the effect isn't that strong, especially in today's era where not many people use trap decks. And I can see Red Reboot being a side deck option, where if you're going up against Labyrinth or Paleos or something like that, that you'd want Red Reboot for those exact reasons. Maybe not like not a main deck option anyway, and running it in a best of 1 format is a bit rough, but I'm sure there are moments when it has its day. It has no reason still being banned at this point. It was already a side deck card for countering side deck cards like Evenly Matched, and against decks running Floodgates. They've already been limited or banned in game 2/3. Wait, what? Oh, Lab must be a pet deck of someone on the team in charge of managing the ban list. That was pretty sus, Minecraft Mario. Also, welcome to the stream as well. Reboot is basically King of Calamity, but for traps. It 100% should stay banned in the TCG, and it is crazy that it's not banned in Master Duel either. That being said, I will 100% be abusing it during events and stuff, because Lab almost always overperforms during events. It is hilarious watching the people who are avoiding the point of the event by playing Lab or Stun instantly, and instantly scoop to red reboot. Miss King Calamity. I like how I never saw King Calamity until it was getting banned, and then every other match was King Calamity. Oh, hang on, wait. Chloe responded. Okay, fair enough. That's in reference to this particular thread, by the way. If nobody got me, I know Red Reboot got me. Can I get an amen? Also, Zephyr has had some interesting moments again. I need to go back and have a look. I don't remember which posts stuck out as Zephyr posts, but they exist. In the past like week, there have been some good Zephyr posts. It really is a well-designed card, even more so than Imperial Decree, even. No, not you too, Zephyr. God, he never bothered anybody. Wait. Oh, okay, fair enough. And then this is where it starts. This is where it begins.
It literally kills an entire game mechanic. It has no reason to come back, and it should be banned forever.
A game mechanic that was already on life support at that. What Imperial Decree is? Hang on, I'm probably forgetting it with... I'm getting confused with Imperial Iron Wall and Imperial Order. Hang on, which one is the one he's talking about? There's two that I'm thinking of, and one of them negates traps, and one of them stops banishing. Hang on. Maybe he just thought up of another one. Hang on. Imperial Decree. I'm pretty sure I've seen this before. I know Catrix will probably use it. Oh, it's called fucking Royal Decree. Wait. Yeah, it is. Wait, hang on. It is Royal Decree, right? He got the names of the two things I talked about confused with each other. Yes, it's Royal Decree. That's what he's talking about. My guy. Fucking Christ. Wait, hang on. What's the Imperial Order then? Is that the other one? What does this one do? Oh, that's the same thing but for spells. Okay. Interesting. Wow, what if you get them all on the field? Oh wait, it wouldn't work.
Dude, it's Imperial Decree. It's the best of both of them.
And I miss when Konami fucking made Imperial cards. They stopped doing it for some reason. Sorry, I'll have to put that. That's the other thing too. Oh, hang on. Oh, wait on that one. I didn't actually know Virgo said this as well, because I mentioned it later. But what was it? Not many people run traps in decks these days, because like things like Mirror Force and Magic Cylinder and shit like that is way too slow to be used. 9 times out of 10, if you go first and you set like, you know, those generic traps, right? Your opponent during their turn is, you know, they might have Harpy's Feather Duster, maybe, but more so than that, they would have cards like Nightmare Phoenix or SP Little Knight to just kind of selectively banish like your face down cards. So and Baron as well, to specifically just attack you without any fear of your back row being a problem. Still use them these days? I mean, they're good cards. They're good cards. But I mean, the only like traps the only generic traps I have used in current decks would be like Storming Mirror Force, just because there's a lot of things Storming Mirror Force kind of deals with. Oh, I know Catrix tends to use Floodgate Trap Hole, I think is the one. Floodgate kind of kills me a little bit. Like that hurts. Because especially in a Link, like if you're not using a fusion deck, alright, Imperial Floodgate. Floodgate Trap Hole hurts because that monster, it becomes an unusable material for like the rest of the game essentially. But yeah, God forbid you use some counter traps as well. Like, again, if I'm in Garbage's shoes right now, I don't see why I wouldn't have Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment, and Solemn Strike in all of my decks. Okay, in all of them, because they're really good cards. Those counter cards are fucking fantastic. Okay, because they just completely shut down. Like even if you use like one of them, I know a Solemn Judgment is probably like the go-to because that also negates summons as well, and I think Strike is effects. I don't know if Strike negates summons because I think it just negates monster spell or trap effects. Indeed they are. I know the gimmick with them is that they have very high life point costs. Like Judgment is half your life points, Strike is like 1,500, and Warning is like 2,000. It's a lot of life points. I know Dynamorphia decks love that shit though. Worth it though? Definitely worth it to fucking obliterate somebody's normal summon, or like, I don't know, an important trap like Big Welcome Labyrinth or something like that. They're pretty good. Alright, they're pretty good. Garbage doesn't seem to know that though, and I find it crazy that he wouldn't be using these cards, because you know, as a stun player, you'd probably want some level of protection, especially if you're worried about your opponent using Harpy's Feather Duster. You'd want something to negate Harpy's Feather Duster specifically, and that's where these cards would come in. Also, the fact that they are spell speed 3, by the way, means that they can outpower monster effects. I don't think Konami has printed, and I don't even know if this is real, but I don't think any monster effect in the game is higher than spell speed 2. I don't think there's a single one that can outpower a counter trap card. I think a counter trap card is still the fastest spell speed in the game. That's true, Never Gonna. I think what's actually really funny about the Solemn Judgment thing is back in the OG, like whatchamacallit, didn't know that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because like I have to see this in action, but I don't think Baron could negate the activation of like Solemn Warning. I don't think that can happen, because like it's not fast enough. Monster quick effects are only spell speed 2, which is why they're like quick play spell cards essentially. At least that's my interpretation of it. I don't think you could chain like IP Masquerader's effect to a counter trap card. I don't think you can. But, you know, I would... counter trap cards are so rare, though. Like, they're only used in, like, whether it be the archetypal negate card, because that's usually a counter trap card. Like, I know Yusenju's, Madolchi's, fucking Elemental Heroes have a counter trap card that negates, which is fucking mind-blowing. I'm also surprised that, Winged Creeper level 6 isn't a negate. I thought it was a negate, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, it's just... it's just Winged Creeper level 10's effect, but like for any monster that activates its effect. I'm like, why is it so lame in comparison? It's still cool though, and I want to use it, but why is it like that? People still use Yusenju's? No, but I did make a Yusenju deck because I was like, I kind of wanted to use something samurai themed in a way, and also have Mask Hero Blast, and like that was good because I could use Mask Change 2 and waste a card to make Mask Hero Blast for no reason. But it's ridiculous. Anyway, point is, counter trap cards are good, and you know, if you're willing to run some trap cards, having counter trap cards are nice. Again, first option is always the Solemn cards for sure. Anyway, Terminal Distillation has already picked up on the fact, God, the irony is overwhelming. So the irony in this statement from Garbage, if you're wondering, Garbage already admits to using stun decks. He loves stun decks. I mean, there's that whole post, you know, about stun decks, right? Like, Garbage's deck is filled with cards that either lock down 1/3 of your deck or lock down all 3/3 of your deck. So, yeah, why is it a problem that, like, it locks down 1/3 of your deck? All right, what are you talking about, mate? And again, like, not many people are reliant on trap cards. No one's like super heavy on trap cards in this day and age. Like, maybe at most Gravedigger Trap Hole, all right, maybe at most, but like, just no one's just gonna use like Mirror Force, basic ass Mirror Force. I shouldn't even be using fucking Storming Mirror Force. I just like it because I've had it for a while and I think it's pretty neat. Mainly also because Quaking Mirror Force doesn't work very well in this day and age because of Link monsters, and most people are gonna have a Link monster. Anyway, there is no irony. Of course, I back it up with, no, there is. It's ironic because you were literally this. And if you're wondering what the image is in question, I thought about this the other night while I was watching fucking some funny commercial chaos stuff. Also, where is the big version of the screen? Here it is.
Hey guys, did you know that in terms of male human and female
Well, that's weird.
Pokemon breeding, this
That's highly
member probably
suspicious.
said some unhinged stuff. It may be worth looking
Hold
back
on.
through the logs and seeing what's said to
Oh.
determine if a ban is needed.
That's weird. The dot doesn't show up in chat. That is very suspicious. I had to have a check. But yeah, no, for some reason, according to, hold on, I lost it. According to Garbage, he doesn't like Red Reboot because it shuts down your deck. Yet, fully advocates for Mystic Mine, which is totally fine, by the way, and doesn't shut down 1/3 of your deck. Definitely doesn't, by the way. Definitely doesn't. Two completely different cards. Absolutely freaking mind-blowing. New tech just dropped. Yeah, didn't know that was even a thing you could do. God damn. I was wondering how some of those bots were like getting around, like showing it in chat. That's interesting. Now, okay, actually speaking of interesting, his response is yes and. So this is the point where I realized, like, oh, so he's just trolling. Like, because not only did he agree with the statement that was basically that image, saying yes and is like being like going up to the school bully and being like,
I know you are, but what am I?
or like trying to keep them talking so they lose interest and leave, like just by saying why. And it's like, you suck, you're terrible. And it's like, why? Well, because you're, you know, you're not good at what you do. And it's like, why? Well, because you know, he's just trying to like bait out a conversation here and like try to have something. And it's like, I don't care, mate. I don't know what you want from me, but nah, it's not gonna happen. Anyway, Chloe comes back and says, just don't rely on traps too much and build your decks which don't need them. So this is I don't know if I mentioned it before. It was in one of Garbage's other posts. Actually, I think I might have covered it because he talked about, oh, actually, you know what? I don't think I have. I think it was in this because I don't know if I covered it. Hang on. It was either in this one or the parody post. Oh, my sweet fucking baby Jesus. Love rage bait. I'm starting to think that a lot of Garbage's posts are rage bait in a sense. Well, maybe not for rage specifically, but... Oh, this was the Zephyr shit. Okay, alright. Hang on. It's the parody post that had it in it, which I think is... Here it is. Anything I missed? Not yet, never gonna. Not yet. This is the one I should read, actually. Yeah, here we go. Then don't special summon too much. They're easy. And I think the actual quote Chloe's referencing is later, I think. Oh, fuck, hang on. Is it, or did it just devolve into Zephyr again? Fucking hell, Zephyr. Oh my sweet Jesus. Okay, alright. Oh yeah, if you're wondering why they did that, whatchamacallit, that thing with Catrix the other day, it's because of this. This is the post referencing that. Wait, did people actually say stuff after I said the thing? Oh, I don't know if I've read this. Oh. Oh, no, I didn't because, right. I ended it with this. And then, nobody said anything afterwards. I was like, oh, okay. I guess I'll just leave them, I suppose. In other words, Fluunderies? Actually, yes. That's actually another good point, Nevergonna. I don't know why, Garbage doesn't use Fluunderies. Like, that's literally, like, the anti-fucking meta deck, specifically. Anyway, the point is, Garbage is something along the lines of, I just don't special summon so much, you know, your decks don't need them, or some shit like that. It's like, my brother in Christ, literally every deck can special summon. What are you talking about? We're not living in the year 2000 anymore, okay? Decks can special summon. Anyway, this is where shit starts to get a bit weird.
Nah, we respect people's time and force both players to end their turns in 1 minute or less. Combo decks are made for people who are better off uninstalling Master Duel and better off installing Solitaire on their grandma's iPad, for they'll gain the same experience in their gameplay. They'll just have the courtesy of not forcing someone else to watch.
Summon battle locks. Well, be welcome to the stream as well. Do you like the idea of just like normal summon beatdown in 2024? Hell yeah. But I don't know if Garbage realizes this, but respecting your, there's like, this could be a topic of discussion, okay? I don't know if I've seen this yet, but this could be a topic. What does respecting the opponent mean to you? Okay, like, genuinely curious, because this can be taken multiple different ways. The way I saw it, in the anime at least, is to not kind of, well, actually no, because I know Zane was all about like, Cyrus, you gotta respect your opponent, all right? Don't just be a cunt. And then Cyrus is sitting there with a stall card being like, life force, and then he just fucking dies anyway. And it's like, all right, what was the point of that? Nothing was learned. What did Cyrus do that actually respected Zane in that battle? Like, nothing happened. Literally nothing happened. My mom would be, no way. But I do want to know, I personally, the way I would interpret respecting your opponent would be to not just willingly destroy their cards or negate their effects or stuff like that, like letting them play the game in a sense. That would be my interpretation of what I would consider respecting your opponent. I don't give a shit how long someone's turn takes. I just give a shit if I can play the game or not. That's the thing I care about. Now, that being said though, Garbage feels like his time is wasted when he's watching your opponent like do combo decks and stuff like that. And he's probably the type of person who automatically just surrenders if, you know, he sees a deck that's like, I don't know, Cash Tears or like Snake Eyes or something, or Rescue Ace, like something that combos more than once, and he's like, fuck this, I'm out. He sees like the opponent activate Nightmare Pain, that's enough, he's quitting. Because now, to be fair, if Garbage does like not respect combo players, like well, actually no, I think I just kind of spoiled it. I was gonna say, like, shouldn't you also respect combo players as well? Like, I don't know why he thinks his time is so valuable that a combo player is eating up everything and not respecting his willingness to actually like go out and enjoy life with these like 20-minute, 40-minute long turns. Sorry, I really can't say that with a straight face because I find it so funny that the length of a turn keeps increasing. Like every day, another minute gets added to someone's turn timer. I don't know how it happens. It just does. I think we're at like fucking 55 minutes for a turn now. But basically, there's a discussion to be had because I'm sure other people would have different opinions on how they would respect their opponent, which is funny because respect play is a tryout duel coming up soon, I believe. Let me double check that. Hold on. I saw a notification about this. Respect play, August the 2nd to the 6th. Yeah. Respect play just lets you see your opponent's hand during their turn. Moby, that's what it's gonna be in a couple days, alright? Fucking... These turns keep taking so long, man. That's never gonna... That's what everybody says. Like, you don't have to have your attention glued 24/7 to Master Duel. You don't have to watch. Like, I don't know how Garbage handles Yu-Gi-Oh, alright? But the way I do it is I'm usually watching, like, I don't know, a YouTube video essay or something in the background. And so it's like 50% of my attention is actually on Master Duel. Like, all I'm doing is just looking over, do I have any hand traps? No. Okay, so I'll just watch YouTube and just, like, wait until the guy finishes his turn. Like, not gonna kill me. My turn rolls around and it's like, well, here's Lightning Storm, here's Raigeki, here's Harpy's Feather Duster, now I can play my game. So, and then well, usually by then the opponent just scoops anyway, so it's like, alright, well, what was even the point? But, actually, I guess that's also the other thing, is talking about respecting your opponent. Playing to the end would probably come up in that discussion a bit as well, because I'm sure a lot of people don't actually... Like, I know this was brought up in another thread a while back when I first started reading these things, but like, surrendering immediately as soon as something doesn't go your way or whatever, and you know you're not going to be winning the duel, and surrendering in that context, I feel, would be very disrespectful to your opponent, which is, you know, because they want to play the game, you know, and it would feel really bad if, you know, for example, you had a very long, like 25 to 40 minute duel with another Sky Striker player, and it came down to the wire and they just give up in the last second. That's pretty disrespectful, you know? Like, but whatever. I'm not speaking from personal experience or anything. Watching your gameplay videos. Watching combo tutorials while you wait for your opponent to do their combo tutorial. Fucking hell. About hypocritical. It actually can be. Hang on. Going second is an immediate loss. Okay, actually, it's funny you say that, Mopey. I did actually bring that up with him. I would actually, hold on. I didn't send him a friend request. Hold on, let me do that. Hold on. Add friend. There you go. Hell yeah, garbage. All right. So the thing I was going to mention is I brought it up with him. I know it comes up later in the thread, but I'll just say it now. Because he's a Floodgate player and a Stun player, he wants to go first as many times as possible to set up the floodgates and things. Then obviously complains that his opponent had an out for all of his floodgates. In this example, Red Reboot, okay, would obviously like, oh, you activated the fucking summon limit? Pay half my life points. No, you didn't. Here, you can have another trap for free. Like, it's like that kind of shit. And he does, Garbage doesn't like that, obviously, because he's very reliant on, well, traps, because the monsters in his main deck are Dyna. That's it. That's all he's got. All right, he doesn't actually have any capabilities. Like, he's not going to make Baron or anything like that. Like, he can't do that shit. He's not going to make Typhon or Zeus. That's so foreign to him. He's not going to do it. Sure, Azura, give it to me. I'm ready now. Hit me up with it. But sorry, what was the getting? Oh yeah, right. The whole fucking, yeah, don't play Monster Duel. But no, I brought it up with him, like, you know, you don't have to go first. Like, no one's putting a gun to your head saying you have to go first to win the game, and obviously he clapped back with like, no. Going first is so important in this game. I'm like, my brother in Christ. I don't know how to tell you this, but like 99% of my matches have been going second. I just don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. Anyway. It just depends on the deck. That is true. I know. This is another thing I find garbage would be flabbergasted by. Hold on, let me copy that as alright. I'll show you in just a second. I don't think garbage knows what a going second deck looks like and how that's different from, you know, any other deck. Pajamas. I'm sure Claudians would love going first as well. I'm sure they're a big going first deck. Alright, hold on. Hold on. Azurai has something to show the class. This is very important. Yo, you got the Fusion Festival 2022, Azurai? Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm assuming it's the most recent one. Lose? Wait, why was there a loss on there, Azurai? Skill issue. It really is, because like it does come down to a deck building issue. That's the world champ. Wait, what do you mean? Hold on. Who's the world champ? You? I face him bricked. Oh, okay. Fuck. Oh, Molten E82. Thank you for the follow as well. I appreciate that. Oh, the guy you lost to. Alright, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. This guy's got the fucking Sky Striker stuff kitted out. Except he's got like this weird cat thing. And some weird crystal caverns. Are you playing super heavies or is this just Centurions? Oh, it's just Centurions. Okay. Wait, hang on. Wait, what the fuck? Alright, Azurai. I'll be totally honest with you. I don't... So mixed with Centurions. Okay. Well, this is going beyond me, Azurai. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Oh, and then you go into the Centurion play. So, oh, that's how... Okay, because I have seen, like, you know, people using pure Centurions, and they don't do this on their first turn. But I can see why this is much better. Goodness gracious. Switch should know that. It is indeed. It is indeed on Switch. It's the advantage of mixing. Hell yeah. How many times he resolves engage? It's only going to be twice, Azurai, surely. How can it be more than twice? Unless he drew 2 engages. I still haven't put Upstart Goblin in my Sky Striker deck yet, by the way. Holy fucking hell, Azurai. How many of these do you fucking need? Jesus Christ. Sweet, but you have 2 Cosmic Blazars? Fucking Christ. Wow. Alright. How does he get the... Well, I'm assuming he doesn't get through this because it's only a 2-turn match. Hang on. Why did he do that? Okay, there would have to be to force the negate. All right, all right. Now he's gotten something. All right, he's going somewhere. 1. How can it be? How many does he actually end up doing? There's no way. Two. I mean, 2 would be like him bringing it back with fucking thing. Oh yeah. Hold up, wait a sec. Oh, he had a second engage. Okay. What? Oh, right. He can have a third engage, right. Jesus Christ. Oh, because they're banished. Oh! What is he doing? And bro loses 4 engages. No, he can make Zeke, right? Oh, okay. Did he forget that this thing can't attack, or? Oh, dude, SP Little Knight? No way. Where did... And then Zeke, right? Yeah. No. What? 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 Why did he end on that? Wow, okay, I didn't know you could do that, actually. That's funny as fuck. Zora, what happens there, by the way? Summoning Shizuku. He could have just summoned Shizuku after that. He didn't have to, like, end on Camilla. But these come back during your end phase and they go away again? And the gate is live again. Does it come back again? Like, after this resolves, does it come back? Because I actually didn't know you could do this. No, I mean, not a lot of things happen during the end phase. Yes? So you what? So during your end phase, you have infinite negates, is what you're saying. Assuming your opponent does things during the end phase. That's fucked. I didn't know you could do that.
Oh, a new face.
Holy shit.
In the shadows. Are we?
Actually, that should get retrade so it comes back during your standby phase, like the base Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer.
We don't fight. Too hard.
That's a little OP. Excuse me?
Look. Okay. Blazer is based. It's crazy as heck. Holy shit. Their face looking. Jesus Christ, sugar. Anyway, Chloe comes back. This is a discussion over trap cards, not combo decks. As someone who has played Dynamorphia, the deck that basically insta-loses to Red Reboot. This is just an end shot of like a turn 4 Dynamorphia board, which is insane. I see nothing wrong with this card. Statement still stands, just don't rely on traps.
Okay. Don't rely on special summons, and then unban emptiness.
For some reason, Garbage has like this like desire for Vanity's Emptiness. He really likes that particular card. This is fucking funny. To respond with one of his own things. It literally kills an entire game mechanic. It has no reason to come back, and it should be banned forever. What did it do? I mean, Vanity's Emptiness, I'm pretty sure it's the trap card that negates summons until something gets special summoned and it destroys itself. Let me double check before I start talking about my own ass. I'm pretty sure it's Vanity's Emptiness, though. Yeah. Yeah, neither player can special summon monsters. If a card is sent from the deck or field to the graveyard, destroy this card. It's actually extremely easy to get rid of that, by the way. Just use a spell card. It's gone.
Or just MST, bro. Just MST.
What's funny is, where was it? I know Chloe mentioned this later. She even messaged me with it. But the fact that Chloe didn't say that Vanity's Emptiness should remain like, well, I guess, you know, a quote here, but Chloe didn't specifically say that Vanity's Emptiness should stay banned like forever. I think Vanity's Emptiness is also a card that maybe could get unbanned. Maybe. At the rate Yu-Gi-Oh's power scaling is going, you're not going to need more than one turn, and Vanity's Emptiness requires 2 turns in order to be A, put down, B, flipped up. Although I think there are cards that can take advantage of it, like Trap Tricks, maybe, because Vanity's Emptiness is a... Hold on. Never mind, it is a continuous trap card. I was about to shit my own mouth for a minute there. Never mind. I don't know why I thought it wasn't. Anyway, because I don't... A lot of the trap searches in the game are specifically just normal traps, not continuous traps, not counter traps, just basic traps. And a lot of the good traps are both counter traps and continuous traps. Better not care for it. Like, I don't know how they're gonna, like... Well, people are saying that, actually, no, I don't... Well, I say people. I think it's not garbage. It's somebody else. Somebody else mentioned this. Hold on. I think it was in this thread. I think. Somebody said that Konami's deck building ideas are coming from the fact that they're catering to Max C. I don't believe that. I don't think any decks are coming out with Max C in mind. I don't think that's how they... I don't think Konami looks at it and it's like, wow, Max C exists, so we have to make this card special summon a fuck ton of times. I don't think they're doing that. I think they're trying to make cards synergize and work with each other to achieve some kind of like proper end board that can go up against other end boards of a similar scale. You know, in all honest good faith, that's what I assume the mega corporation of Konami is trying to do. Okay? But nah, sure, they're catering to Maxi. Fuck it. Why not? Anyway, back to this. The whole argument is garbage.
Fair is fair. Plus, trap cards are 1/3 of the cards in the game. The game doesn't need special summons for 20 minutes.
Again, a huge turn timer, by the way. This is something I find interesting as well, because not everybody... Okay, when you're making a deck, all right, and this is in GOAT format, specifically like eons ago, how much of your deck specifically is made up of traps? Because in most cases, you'd want to have 50% of your deck to be monsters, and then like not like the other 50%, but I'd say half, like a quarter spells and a quarter traps, or maybe more spells than traps in a sense. Jinzo, yeah, dude, fucking the Jinzo lockdown. Jinzo was meta. Well, actually, can I look up a deck list from that era? I know there were a lot of traps used in competitive Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day, but I don't think a normal standard deck, like it'd be like 20 monsters, fucking maybe 15 spells and like 5 traps, or you know, maybe like 10 spells and 10 traps. I don't like monsters. I feel would take up the majority of your deck, not traps. 2005, yeah, just show me like a deck from like 2005, fuck it. Sure, what is this? Zombie Chaos? Does it have a deck list? There's fuck all traps in it, what the fuck? No, I need like... I need to... I want to put garbage in some good faith here. How many traps are in this deck? Fucking nothing, what the fuck? Soul Control? It's just 4 to 5 traps in like every single deck. What the fuck? Oh, that one's got 6. Oh, daring today. Oh, hold on. All right, I give up. All the top decks only have like 6 traps. Fucking hell. Little amounts, but yeah. There are other Jinzo cards where like I can't imagine what they were like when they were coming out, because I think Jinzo got power crept pretty fucking hard. The only reason why it was good is because it would attack through things like Sakuretsu armor and Mirror Force and stuff, which was pretty prevalent back then in the day before, you know, things like Mirror Force got banned. And I think Magic Cylinder was limited to 1, but my goodness. As a top deck, I mean, it does shut down, well, hang on, yeah, Red Reboot does shut down Labyrinths, like, you know, pretty heavily, because they're all about fucking traps. But, it's hard to advocate for that in a best-of-1 format in Master Duel specifically. Not every deck you go up against is going to be a Labyrinth deck. There's no way to account for that. But I mean, if like suddenly everybody was using, if Labyrinth was like tier 0, then yeah, sure, maybe having a red reboot in any of your decks would be fine. I'd see no reason not to. But okay, no, never mind. My point still stands, garbage. 1/3 of your deck is not trap cards. If it is, stop playing stun. All right, because like there's a bit of a seeing some of the competitive decks. I thought the competitive decks did have more traps. I guess not. I thought they did. I guess I misremembered. The best Yu-Gi-Oh card? Oh, dude, Moby is gonna show something very fucked up. But saying that it kills 1/3 of the card types in the game isn't very equivalent to what people are running in their decks. Again, like, I don't see an issue with Red Reboot at the moment, because, I mean, I only have like 2 different types of trap cards, evenly matched and infinite impermanence. That's it.
Never mind. Keeping the
I'm sorry, it makes you want? Wait, what?
Here you go.
T-rated? Wait, what? Sugar, what the fuck? Also, that is a very shiny card. I don't think it's Yu-Gi-Oh related, but I don't know what card game that would refer to. Anyway, I mean, if paying half of one's life points and giving your opponent access to a free card just for stopping them for using 1/3 of the game's mechanic for a single turn is enough to be ban-worthy and be called killing a mechanic, who am I to tell you you're wrong? It's not like there are cards that also shut down 1/3 of said game's mechanics for a lot less of a price for way longer floating around. That'd just be awful. Yeah, you know, like summon limit. But no. Oh, I guess anti-spell fragrance is another one. This wasn't brought up in the thread, but I want to know Garbage's stance in this particular thread. What does Garbage think of anti-spell fragrance? Because boy howdy, I can bet your fucking ass he runs that card. And that also shuts down 1/3 of a deck. But, you know, whatever, alright. It's not Red Reboot, okay, it's fine.
Oh boy!
Oh, so, okay, hang on. Something happened here, by the way. The whole argument is garbage. Then Papa Shekels said something. This is the part where he got banned. I don't know what else you would expect from a throwaway troll account that is so on the nose. If the contrarian arguments and leap in logic aren't enough, all you need to do is a quick glance through the post history to see it's not worth taking anything this guy says seriously. Now, calling him a throwaway troll account is, I think, what got the mods involved. Because he was telling me that this happened near instantaneously, which is hilarious, because of course Garbage is here being like,
oh boy, I love baseless and unwarranted insults which have nothing to do with the actual discussion.
like, no. Still based. I fully believe that Garbage was the person who sent the report on this particular message from Papa Shekels, which is baffling to me. I don't know why Garbage would try to do that, because it's not like the mods aren't like, you know, combing through every single fucking forum thread and just selectively like banning posts just for that. The reason why it's just for that, this particular word, all right, troll, all right, and I know I'm saying it live on Twitch, but please don't sue me, I swear to God. Deathsia has been banned for saying this exact word. It doesn't matter the context, whether it's used to be like, that guy is a troll, or are you being a troll right now, or like, you shouldn't interact with that person because they are a troll, or are you a troll? Are you being a troll right now to me? Saying something like that is enough to get you banned. Just that word. I don't know what it is about that particular word. You can say trolling, that's fine for some reason. You can say troglodyte, that's okay, but you can't say troll. For some reason, if your post gets reported, immediately, if it has this word in it, it's gonna get you banned. All right. Now, this has happened from even personal experience. My first call out post to Deathsia got deleted and I got a warning because it had the word troll in it and lolcow. And I'm like, those are the two most like offensive things I said to the cunt in my entire monolith of text. And you're telling me that got deleted? Like, all I did was just call him a troll, my guy. Look at his posts, man. What are you talking about? But, no, that's enough. And then, of course... Oh, yeah, let me actually tell you the thing that Deathsia sent me. And, you'll see why he ended up getting banned. Hold on. Absolutely, Nirvagana. Absolutely, 100%. Saying the word troll is like saying a racial slur. It's absurd. I didn't realize the mods were so hard on that. It's fucking insane. Got to make a new term for it. There's other terms. It's just the word troll. I think it's because it gets overused so much. And I think, personally, I think it's because the mods are probably getting like, they're at their wits end, all right, with the word troll. They're not going to look at the context. They're just going to see, oh, somebody said the word troll and somebody's getting offended, so we're just going to get rid of the message that had the word troll in it, all right. Goblin, I think Goblin would be allowed. Goblin's fine. Goblin has no other connotations to it. Hold on, Deathsia. I don't think Deathsia turns off their computer because they're always away. Always. Hold on. I gotta load all of the messages. Gotta load all of the messages. Okay. So, the thing Deathsia sent to me was...
Also, what the hell part of my thread contradicted itself?
Let me actually show you the context. Hold on. Where was it? Yeah, this is so you're aware what I'm referencing here. The reality is I've lost too many legit players who do not cheat and used the experience to improve my deck and skills as a player. At the same time, many players I encounter do cheat. If you're wondering where I pulled that from, it's right here. Right here. But apparently Deathsia can't fucking read, and this is what he responded with. I seen a Goblin Slayer. I would love to have a fucking Goblin Slayer.
Anyway, because if you're implying what I think you are...
Sorry, what I think... Hang on, wait, what? Oh, man, maybe I didn't read this properly.
Because if you're implying what I think you are, once again making ignorant assumptions while thinking you're being clever, if your goal here is to tick me off and make me slip to get permabanned, then bravo, you got my attention and have annoyed the hell out of me with your trolling. Because yeah, consistently being mocked just after I've dealt with a player who cheated 9 ways from Sunday can even start to make someone like me, who's normally calm and
this is all in caps, by the way,
calm and collected, crack and get ticked off. And it's even worse when people like you won't stop mocking me.
People like me, by the way.
He won't stop mocking me even several fucking weeks after the goddamn fact. I can say it till I blue in the fucking face.
This isn't censored because it's a fucking DM to me, by the way. I wish Steam would censor DMs. My poor sensitive fucking eyes have to deal with this.
Well, I can say it till I blue in the fucking face that the player was a cheater. Show goddamn proof, and then watch as people like you point out random rule number 342 as to how and why they weren't cheating, knowing damn well the rulebook means jack, since the card's effects text trump the rulebook's rulings, which means they really did cheat. But no one cares about that. All they care about is that, oh, hey.
Sorry, I'm fucking losing my goddamn mind.
Oh, hey, the rule made them out to be a butthurt little bitch who lost the game and came here to whine about it, knowing damn well the rulebook means absolute, complete, utter shit. Or the other damn 100 of other times players have cheated in other ways in this game, but no one ever cheats, right? Or at least I've never encountered any cheaters, and I'm just a butthurt little loser, right? It doesn't matter how blatantly they were cheating. I'm just a butthurt little bitch who wanted to complain on a forum instead of venting their concerns and frustrations over the growing cheater problem in this goddamn game.
I think it's worth noting what he actually considers cheating, by the way, because holy shit, like, no, how do you cheat in Master Duel? All right, let me get the post. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Hang on, wait, what? Oh, it scrolled all the way down. What the fuck? Here it is. So, oh my god, what the fuck? Oh, that's the dumb identity thing. It scared the shit out of me. Yeah, here it is. Like, this is the part that blows my mind, because Deathsia, again, even that little rant I just read, it says like, oh, I just versed a cheater, and if I provided it and showed proof, no one would believe me. No one would believe you, because you can't show proof. You can't show proof because it didn't happen. But anyway, this is what he considers it. When a player's opening hand is everything they need to wipe your board clean, or seemingly do nothing for a full minuet. He meant to say minute, but said minuet. And then play the perfect card to gain advantage and never lose it from that point. Those kinds of plays are the kinds I find suspicious and suspect cheating, but I can't confirm it. When I see a player attack me 3 times in a row with one monster, with no cards, spells, or monster effects saying they can, that's when I know they're cheating. I don't know if you are aware, but there are cheat engines online that allow you to insert whatever cards you want into your hand during live gameplay. All you have to do is give the cheat engine the card name, which slot in your hand to replace, and bingo! Card is now in your hand. So that's not how cheat engine works, especially for Master Duel, by the way, but Deathsia, I'm sure he's used cheat engine in Gmod thousands of times, okay? And that's totally how it works in every game, hands down, okay? So no, Deathsia, unfortunately that's not how it works. You just happen to draw Lightning Storm, Raigeki, Harpy's Feather Duster, and your one starter, engage. And that's all you need to win. That's literally it. It's crazy how that works, but yeah, it's happened pretty consistently. I like it. Nuts. Oh shit, for real. That's what he considers cheating, by the way. Now, the whole attacking 3 times with a monster, I just don't think he read Vision Hero Trinity's effect. I think it's just some shit like that. He's like, what? Your monster's attacking me 3 times? There are cards in the game that attack more than once. There are cards like fucking Elemental Hero Wild Edge that attack all monsters on the field once. Those exist, my guy. Those exist. Just didn't read every card. Like, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt that there are floating effects from certain cards, like Vendreads, for example, have effects tied to ritual monsters that you summon using them, or the ZWs for Utopias, for example, or Vision Hero Trinity. But like, there are floating effects. The game does allow you to show what's influencing a certain card if you hover over it and click influence, but if you don't and you just read the card text, you won't know why it's able to do more things than it says it can do. It's rare, but it happens, okay, depending on the deck that someone's using. So hypothetically, if they had a card that says, oh, if you XYZ summoning this monster, or if you XYZ summon in this turn, or something like that, you can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each, even if this card leaves the field. And then at some point, I don't know, they MSC'd it or something and the card left the field, and then whoop-de-doo, their XYZ monster gets to attack all monsters they control. Like, he'd probably find that pretty suspicious, because the monster itself wouldn't say that. But like, the card effect that does it is there. You just have to read a monolith of text to get to it, and I'm sure most people wouldn't read a throwaway card that doesn't really do anything or stay on the field for longer than like 10 seconds. So I don't know, but that's not the first time I've heard that statement mentioned about the whole like your opponent rigging their hand to add certain cards into it. Azurai has sent me many posts from Reddit, and there are some Reddit neckbeards who also consider that to be a cheating method for Master Duel. And the only This is why I said afterwards, I tried to sympathize with him, being like, yeah, I do find it kind of strange that my opening hand sometimes has limited cards in it, or like a one-of in it. Like, it's crazy how that happens. And then he's just like, nah, bro. Nah. Caboose! Welcome to the stream. You missed the fucking Deathsia rant. But thank you so much for the raid. How's it going? How was your stream of Master Duel, actually? Let me give you a little shout out. Caboose, here's your hot topic question of the night. Fucking hell. Derolo, thank you for the follow as well. Also, Prokobiak, welcome as well. Bullen as always. So, my question to you is, do you think Red Reboot is a good card or not? Like, just saying, especially in this day and age. Do you think Red Reboot should stay banned or not? I'm curious what side of the fence you're on. That's what this whole thread is about, by the way. You may notice my name there. Don't worry, I had some fun with this guy. 1 in 40 isn't crazy odds. It's technically not crazy odds. I know Papa Shekels did the math. Like, if you have like if your deck is filled with board breakers, you are going to open with board breakers. It's not a random chance that your opponent just had everything to counter you. Their deck is designed so that your opening hand is going to have everything to counter you. That's the nature of the game. That's how it works. Deathsia sees that as cheating, though, for some reason. Just because Deathsia bricks occasionally, like, I just don't fucking hell. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Sorry. Anyway, oh yeah, this was the Deathsia thread. This is the Red Reboot thread. This fucking guy, right? That's me with Ubel. Ubel really doesn't need much to get going. Like, it is on the field real fast. That's the other thing too. I don't think Garbage would ever make a deck like that. Despite Ubel being really good at going first and second, I don't think Garbage would ever consider making a modern deck. He'd probably die before he made a modern deck. I feel bad for the guy. I really think he should learn how to play the game. Oh my god.
Honestly, I don't give a bunnies if IT came back or
bunnies.
The card is completely fine. I think that IT at 1 is perfectly acceptable with the amount of actual fucking bullshit traps that are in the game with zero motherfucking counters.
Caboose, that is actually a pretty good sentiment. Because, like, not a lot of traps are ran in a lot of decks these days, as outside of, like, the normal Omni negate counter cards that are archetypal and Labyrinth, but that's about it. Oh, and I guess Trap Tricks. I forgot about Trap Tricks as well. Behind Vanquish Soul. I haven't tried Vanquish Soul, but I like the idea that Vanquish Soul is basically UAs but better. It's effectively just UAs. They do the same thing but faster. Sneed Bell. Azurai, this is the post that got Papa Shekels banned, if you missed it earlier. This is all he said. And Garbage, being the fucking Giga Chad, was like, nah, report, cunt. And then Papa Shekels got banned. I feel so bad for him. Like, what? He did nothing wrong. Fighting a bottle into a deck? Oh, definitely. What the fuck? So yeah, it's because of the word troll.
Trap Tricks players deserve to not be able to activate their fucking traps because they are all fucking kiddie fiddlers.
Oh my god, Caboose, throwing in accusations? I mean, I've never met a Trap Tricks player, but, you know. Very questionable deck, alright? That's cringe. It is pretty cringe, but I can't see anybody else in this thread doing something like that, especially the fact that Garbage responded almost instantaneously.
It's not an accusation, it's a motherfucking fact.
Right, fair enough. KBJ is a Trap Tricks player.
So it's my Trap Tricks Paleo deck, actually.
I don't even know if that'd be good, honestly. Anyway, yeah, totally a baseless rumor. I would actually believe that Garbage is a full-on troll account at this point, because all he did was just agree with me. Hold on, I need to not lose my place. Hang on, fuck. Oh fuck, hold on, shit. Almost got some spoilers there. or was it? Yeah, with this whole like meme image, he's like, yeah. Like, bro, I'm calling you out. I don't agree. Don't agree with it. Fucking idiot. But anyway, that's why I don't think he gives a shit about what people think about him, honestly. I think it is just a troll account at this point. His taste in cardboard is questionable. Is he tasting the cardboard? This is some hard questions. Anyway, it is truly incredible to me how you can completely lack any sense of self-awareness. I have no idea how you can act so perfectly like a caricature of stun players and yet be 100% serious. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were an artful satirist.
KBJ, I wouldn't put it past him.
Dude, he's fucking eating his McConkos. And yet, I'm tragically well informed. So, for reference, in case, you know, any of you raiders, Caboose included, didn't see the other post, hey, what do you think of this? Just out of just out of curiosity, what do you think of this particular post made by the guy in question? All right. Because personally, I think there's already enough catering to stun as there is. I don't know what more you'd ask, what you'd want. You have triple tactics thrust if you need to search for a spell and trap card. It's there. Okay, I don't see what your problem is. I'm sure there are dinosaur searchers that can search out Dyna. I'm sure they're there.
Motherfucking profligates like him need to be burned on the cross.
Well, he's just voicing his opinion, Caboose, alright? Anime deck is Red Dragon Archfiend. Ooh, that's a good anime deck. I still haven't seen 5Ds. The only, like, anime deck I guess I use is just Elemental Heroes. Speaking of, I haven't actually used the funny, like, normal Elemental Heroes. Especially now that, Wing Creeper level 6 is there. I should probably add a couple of those just for the fuck of it.
Opinions are nice and all until they are just plain fucking wrong.
With that rate, Caboose, all of Garbage's entire history is fucking wrong, mate. Anyway, first off, insults. I don't know where the insult was. Okay, like I don't see the insult. I actually see a compliment here, by the way, which is staggering. But
insults aside, how can you not see how stun is the exact same as combo, but severely underpowered, and at the same time respects your opponent by ending your turn in less than 1 minute?
Again, I really want to make this post actually like what people would consider respecting your opponent, because I find this a little ridiculous. just a little. Like, ending your turn fast isn't, or I guess no, most people don't really give a shit, you know. Dirty fool lawyers in D&D.
But no, I actually respect my opponent because I end my turns quickly, unlike those godforsaken combo players making their SP Little Knights, their Baron Defleurs. Fuck them.
Anyway, I still don't see what that has to do with Red Reboot. It's also barely used, underpowered, and not even really meta relevant. I mean, it's a good point. Like, if Red Reboot came back out today, I don't think it would be used outside of being a side deck option for trap heavy decks. That's it. Like Dynamorphy is, I guess.
What kind of absolute motherfucking copium is he huffing? Cause last time I motherfucking checked going her set for summon floodgate is respectful, then playing an actual combo must be like giving your wife a fucking uppercut.
Caboose, he really doesn't like combo players, like at all. Not even close. He hates it. He'd rather die than watch a combo happen. Anyway, the reason why he doesn't like Red Reboot,
it's an FTK enabler. Lets combos go on forever. Leaves no counters. Opens after it resolves. Lets combo decks go on for 20 minutes. Unimpeded. Unless you have a counter with Judgment.
This motherfucker doesn't know what a hand trap is, by the way. Like, he... Yeah, bro, just draw the out. Just draw the judgment. That's all you need to do, mate. That's all you need to do. It's just ridiculous and hilarious. I don't know how he can have these takes. I don't know where he's getting them from. This doesn't exist. Also, how the fuck is Red Reboot an FTK enabler? Like, most people that are alive, okay, in this day and age, would consider Red Reboot to not be impactful to their deck. Usually, a lot of your points of interaction would either come from spell cards or monster effects. Specifically, monster effects. Like, a turn 1, if you're getting like Baron and SP Little Knight on the field, well, there you go. Alright, you have 2 sets of like interaction you can deal with when your opponent tries to do something to stop them from FTKing you or OTKing you in some sense. Basically a skill issue. He wouldn't accept skill issue as an answer. Not a chance. Not a fucking chance. He just doesn't believe in Heart of the Khans. New love. Dark Caboose, what are you talking about, alright? Nah, mate. Nah, mate. Maybe he's his favorite uncle. Oh my god, Derelo. Oh my god. That's wonderful. Oh, okay. Also, I guess I didn't read what he said, by the way. Yeah, well, there's more counters than just judgment, by the way. But, like, I was not paying attention to the thread before I made my other response. I was just like, oh, dude, words. And then it was just because this went on for a while. I was like blown away how many fucking responses. We're only halfway there, by the way. Hang on, what was this in reference to? FTK enabler. Just don't rely on traps too much. Like, again, most decks don't really need that many traps to get going.
Reading my one weakness.
It is. Maybe Garbage can read. I'm sure he's got the PhD in reading. He can do it.
Oh, you were being serious. No, trap-heavy decks deserve to have room to breathe, even more so than odious combo decks.
What if a combo deck was a trap-heavy deck? Garbage. What if? Fucking hell, mate. Whether or not I'm serious, you have yet to make a worthwhile point. You are forgetting spells exist, just for some of those. Garbage was the gunner. He actually, no. Garbage did want to make a runic deck, and I think he did at some point. I don't think he's using any of the runic cards anymore, though. He shouldn't have an issue if a lot of his face down cards are, well, runic cards. Because Red Reboot wouldn't impact him. This all started because Garbage hates the idea of Red Reboot being a thing.
Oh yeah, they need more support. Let's just print them more floodgate traps or more removal traps, like they don't have enough of that already.
What about the compulsory evacuation device? No way.
Anyway.
1/3 of the card pool shouldn't be made unplayable because of a single card. Red Reboot deserves to be banned. And the ban never lifted, akin to Pot of Greed.
Dude, did you know Red Reboot is on the same level as Pot of Greed? Holy fuck. No way. No way. Red Reboot is an instant advantageous card in any deck. What? How can that be, though? How can that be? What? Again, I don't get what Garbage is getting at here by saying that 1/3 of the card pool is unplayable. 1/3 of your deck is usually not made like obsolete because of a card. Usually 1/4 or less than 1/4 of your deck is made unplayable by a single card. And usually you're not relying on those like 5 cards to be game changing, okay? Royal Decree. It's funny you say that, Caboose, because that gets brought up later about skill drain and what was the other one? Something else got brought up as well. Another floodgate. They get brought up later. Spell fragrance. Like, oh, it's absolutely absurd that fucking I think I was reading this and like Garbage was making me a little mad by saying that like, wow, he doesn't like Red Reboot because it shuts down 1/3 of your deck, but then would play cards like Anti-Spell Fragrance. Like, motherfucker. It's the same shit.
Just a small list of fucking floodgates that are traps.
Yep. It is absurd. But no, he lives by those traps, Caboose. He lives by them. Having them shut down by Red Reboot is too much for him to handle. Sorry. Correct. Heh. I see what you're doing, Chloe. But a huge difference here is that the traps are reactive already. Pretty much everyone can run Red Reboot, hence the obnoxious OTK potential versus a trap decks. And that one can't even respond to it. Would be a fairer card if the other player could choose to pay half their life points to negate it, or it reduced damage. Sorry, who are you? Sirs. Oh, it's this motherfucker. He's very quiet. I don't think I've ever delved into this guy's history, but he's got some very interesting takes. Very interesting takes.
Sounds like the type of motherfucking virgin that sleeps with his waifu body pillow full of all of his floodgate traps to absorb the kitten from when he wets himself.
The kitten? Okay. Fucking hell. It's their own babies. Galton Grundy. Thank you for the follow as well. I appreciate that. But, I mean, this is also a very specific setup, by the way. Oh, is that a new fish? I don't think I've seen that one before. This is, you know, it's okay. If you're running an OTK deck and you use Red Reboot and your opponent just so happens to be a trap heavy focused player, that's fine. Okay, I don't see an issue with that. All right. The odds of you getting matched with a trap heavy user while using Red Reboot is so like, it's so low on the Master Duel. Like, this isn't like going to your locals and knowing that like, oh, Jimmy by the pool fucking plays a Trap Tricks deck or something like that. Like, you don't know what you're going up against. It could just be fucking like anything. But nah, bro. Red Reboot is fucking ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Also, I don't know if Sirs sees what Chloe's doing. Chloe is just having a go with this guy and just using his own responses against him. Because, like, fuck. I was about to lose it. Garbage is being incredibly hypocritical with his own responses in response to Red Reboot because all it does is stop his bullshit. It literally goes against whatever the fuck he lives by. And I just want to know, before I even get into my own post, like, how many people has he gone up against that have actually used Red Reboot against him? Because I don't think anyone has. I don't think anyone has. They're own babies. He loves the trap so much. Empty lost comments gone forever. 20 minutes X, 20 minutes ends. It's like people don't know that counter traps exist and can counter traps. Pay half your life points to negate a trap activation. Or pay half your life points to negate the activation of a negate activation. There isn't anyone stopping you from putting a few solemn cards in your stun deck. Now,
not going to lie, of all the times I have run Red Reboot, I have probably used it a total of like 4 times.
Like, I don't think the instances are very common where it's going to be good. But it's banned. I'm pretty sure it's banned because at the time it was overused heavily. Back in whenever the fuck it released, which I think was like, was it early? I don't know the ban timing for Red Reboot, but it's only banned in the TCG. It's not banned in Master Duel, and it's not banned in the OCG, I don't believe. Sorry. Anyway, putting solemn cards in his stun deck. This is what he responded with. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Just draw the out.
Yeah? This is what he keeps replying with to everybody else who's like...
It was banned cause lap players were having a hissy fit that they couldn't play their big booba deck.
There's gotta be more to it than just that, Caboose. There's no way it's because of that, surely. But that's funny as fuck. In a lot of his other threads from back, you probably saw me read it, but like, whenever he's like, oh dude, I love stun, stun's amazing, and then fucking people are like, well actually I don't like having to run, you know, spell and trap removal in my deck. I don't think that should be necessary. Like, I don't think that should be required for any deck really. And then he's like, just draw the out, bro. What's the matter? Just put MST in your deck, bro. It's no big deal. Just use Twin Twisters, mate. It's fine.
I can 100% confirm that was the reason Cause Lab was getting played a bunch, so people were main decking Reboot and Lab was running Reboot to counter IT.
Fair enough, fair enough. And instead of limiting Big Welcome Labyrinth, they were like, nah, fuck it. We're gonna ban Red Reboot. I'm tired of hearing its effect. Fucking hell. Bring someone cards in your Sundeck. Correct! And with the aforementioned spell cards that can also be used to disrupt an opponent. It is a card that can help promote deck diversity. This is a true fact. Because again, there are two other according to Garbage, there are two other thirds of your deck that can be used to play around your opponent. That's just the nature of the game. I don't know how to say it any other way.
Yeah, man. Trap cards aren't the most underused type of card in the entire game, and Red Reboot never enabled a single OTK solitaire turn, not once.
So if it did, does that change the fact? Like, does that matter if it did or not? How often do you think that's actually going to be a problem? Also, I don't get this. It's only like an OTK enabler if you didn't have any other form of disruption at all other than trap cards. Like, you were just banking on the fact that your opponent is going to attack into Mirror Force? Yeah? That's what you wanted? What the fuck, man? It doesn't take much to OTK if your opponent doesn't do anything. Like, fucking hell. I'm selling cards too much. Oh, fair enough. Oh, that's right. Yeah, actually, no, Caboose, I'm inclined to agree with you because I think that's what's going to happen at the end of next month. Because, I mean, Azurai's kind of filled me in. He's hit me up with the deets that Konami is jumping ship from Snake Eyes and selling a bunch of Fiendsmith cards. So now everything's going to be fucking Fiendsmith. They're going to be killing the Snake Eyes engine in the next ban list, allegedly. All right, I could be wrong though, but I know what he's trying to do here. This is like a double negative or whatever.
It happens every
like,
time.
Happens every time. Why do they keep doing it? Fuck. But yeah, no, bro. Like, trap cards are underused. Actually, there's only like a few select decks that actually make use of a lot of trap cards. I want to say Labyrinth is a good example of that because you have a lot of free movement with like Labyrinth and Paleo decks to slip in any old random trap you kind of enjoy just because. But you know, whatever. I mean, if your strategy revolves around just using trap cards and Red Reboot shuts them off for a turn, which enabled you to get OTK'd, that's a personal problem that should be rectified by adding more measures, still not disproving my objective facts. And if they are so underused, why is Red Reboot deserving to be banned? Speaking of which, I'd love to see a 20-minute turn you keep talking about. So if you have proof of these things happening in real time, please show me. I too would love to see what a 20-minute turn looks like, because I to this day, I've never seen a 20-minute, 40-minute, hour-long turn. Okay. How it happens. Oh, really, Caboose? Okay. I mean, that makes sense, I suppose. I'm inclined to believe it. Because, I mean... Does that happen in the OCG? Because I know Azurai swears by the OCG being better, and I'm assuming, you know, the OCG has a more fair ban list, alright? Garu! Thank you for the look as well. How's it going?
Always trying to observe from the shadows. What's the matter, darling? Too chicken to join me in the spotlight?
Anyway, What Chloe says here is pretty on
Look,
the
I
point.
am not going to lie, I have been a part of the problem with long turns. One of the decks I played would legit combo for 25 minutes.
25 minutes? Oh my god, Caboose. I mean, Mementos is... Dude, if Garbage saw what Mementos could do in real time, he'd be like, this is a fucking, like, 80-minute turn. Alright? What the fuck? Bro, like, I went outside, had a walk, come back, and you're still comboing. What is going on? Fucking hell. But no, combo decks are the devil, alright? And shouldn't be supported in any way. Fuck that. Anyway, I find this kind of funny. Like, yeah, man, just draw the out. And it's like, nah, bro, actually reverse that. Red Reboot is the unsearchable draw the out to your generic traps and floodgates. I mean, I fucking swear by this. If you're running Red Reboot, you're not just gonna... You have to open with Red Reboot. It has to be in your hand in order to use it on turn 2. Like, that's just something you have to have. You can't just get Red Reboot. But it's like the MST to his floodgates. Whatever.
Memento is not that long IRL. Volcanics and Dark Worlds can combo way too
Oh, I don't know if I've seen Volcanics comboing, but I have seen Dark Worlds. I have seen Dark Worlds do their thing. I'm like, I thought the guy was going to do an FTK, but no, he was just playing Dark Worlds. Like, that's how you play Dark Worlds. Part of me wants to make a Six Samurai deck for, you know, the namesake and also the fact that they apparently do some pretty crazy shit. I have not seen what Six Samurais can do, but I think it's kind of funny. Good, oh my god, Caboose. Anyway, here's Garbage's response.
Objectively incorrect and enables OTKs.
Also, what's funny is he didn't actually respond to me, by the way. I feel like it... Okay. This is another reason why I think the guy is a troll, because I feel like he could have easily had a rebuttal to this, but chose not to, for some reason. Like, whatever. He just took Chloe's thing.
So in other words, Vanity's emptiness should come back, because if you get locked out of being able to special summon, then it's your fault too. Understood. Skill Drain should also come back to 3, because you can win without effect monsters. Just build decks without them.
Yeah, bro. It's just that easy, bro. Was it decays? Nope, that's wrong. You have yet to actually debunk anything I've said, unfortunately. Just draw the out, bro. Just draw the out. Just top deck it, mate. Run 3, monsters deck him. By your own admission, Red Reboot should be banned because it stops a mechanic for a turn, but then say Vanity should be okay. Then, because it stops a mechanic for... Sorry. Fucking hell. Red Reboot should be banned because it stops a mechanic for a turn, but then say Vanity should be okay, then because it stops a mechanic for a turn. You keep bringing up floodgates. I'm just staying on topic with the card. And yes, Skill Drain only stops effects on the field. I don't have a problem with it. Wouldn't that also count as shutting off a mechanic? Be consistent here with your own words. It is, by all accounts, a underpowered, underused option against a specific mechanic in the game that stops it for a turn that is niche at best. So, what's the problem? It allows OTKs? I mean, if you only rely on trap cards, I guess. But it's not like you are stuck not using your traps past that turn. And you have other options at your disposal. Just draw the out. Which wraps me back around to this. Don't rely on traps so much. Absurd. Anyway. I mentioned this earlier, but this is the part I thought was kind of funny. Because the only reason he's getting OTK'd is because he wants to go first. And he wants to go first because he plays Floodgates. But this might sound crazy and perhaps a little silly. You might even think I should be locked away for suggesting such an insane thing. My brother in Christ, going first is a choice. If you're this worried about Red Reboot, just go second. Then it doesn't do anything, except if you try to activate evenly matched. To play devil's advocate here, most modern decks don't run traps outside of infinite impermanence and whatever archetypal omni-negate flavor people like. The reason for this is because traps are too slow. So in all seriousness, Red Reboot really doesn't do much.
Yeah!
I can't believe you fucking said this.
Yeah! In a game where going first is the most viable option. And going first isn't nerfed hard enough. I should go second? Why didn't I think of that?
You're a fucking idiot, bro. Yeah, dude, going first isn't nerfed hard enough. It's not like Konami literally has going second cards specifically for people who go second. Like, I don't know what it is. I just like the idea that when playing Master Duel, 9 times out of 10, or even like 99 times out of 100, you're going to be made going second by your opponent if you lose the coin toss. Like, it is so rare that your opponent will make you go first, unless you're versing me, in which case I'll make you go first. Oh, that's assuming I win the coin toss, of course. But like, I just like the idea of it's more consistent to build a deck based around going second than it is building a deck based around going first, because you're not always going to get the option to go first. That's just impossible. And the amount of people that keep complaining like, oh dude, I just lost like 50 ranks because I kept losing the coin toss, Konami's fucking me over. Like, bro, it's really not that bad. Like, I don't know how to tell you this. It's really not that bad. But no, yeah, definitely. Why didn't I think of that? I should just go second, bro. Wow, dude. My floodgates on turn 3? Perfect, alright? Like, with the way Garbage wants to play, I don't think there's anything stopping him from using a bunch of board breakers and, like, some strong walls and shit like that. Like, I don't know, raw sphere mode or some fucking bullshit. Like, kaijus and fucking garbage. Like, wall of revealing light. Like, bro, I don't know what more you could ask for, but you can have a floodgate going second deck that's 60 cards for all I fucking care, and just wait for your opponent to deck out. Like, I don't see how that's a problem. You can do it. I believe in you. But I guess there is a monetary aspect to the thing where a lot of the going second cards are probably like ultra rare. Then I would argue that evenly matched is super rare, surprisingly, and can be made very easily. And I would recommend that over anything else. You're just like a deck building. Mopey, you'll get clowned on so fast. So fast. I mean, like, I'd give you a round of applause, Mopey, alright. But that's the kind of, like, if it was made to Reddit, I mean, I'm sure you'd have a lot of supporters, alright, and be like, yeah, bro. Like, everybody will suck at deck building, alright? The game isn't just a coin toss, alright? Fucking hell. And then you'd have, like, an equal number of people being like, nah, bro, it's all about the coin toss. Whoever wins the coin toss wins the duel. Fucking send that to Catrix. I fucking can't believe it. Anyway, the Chloe argument, all this kind of stuff.
I already beat you in the argument by simply pointing out the fallacy of wanting to shut off an entire card archetype. There's nothing more to argue when I won. He won, by the way. It's a rage bait. I mean, fair enough. This guy, I feel like, makes a lot of rage bait posts. Again, you know, case in point, alright? Like, that's literally the kind of thing that would take certain people off. It's like, yeah, bro. I mean, I haven't had an issue with stun decks. Like, there were a lot in the WCS, but like, all it was just, well, here's Humpy's Feather Duster, and then my opponent just scoops. Like, I'm sorry, like, that's so, what was I not? Oh, do you want me to not play the card? They're all low. How's it going? Welcome back. Oh yeah, in a game where going first is the most viable option, why wouldn't I think of that? I don't believe this. Like, seriously, I don't. There are so many board breakers in the game, it really shouldn't matter if you go first or second. I really like making decks that go second because the game is more enjoyable that way. If you rely on a coin flip to win the duel, you have roughly a 50% win rate. If you willingly want to go second, and your deck is better because of it, then you'll have a near 98 to 99% win rate because your opponent is most likely going to make you go second. I have a blind Sky Striker deck and it struggles to lose. You'd be surprised what adding evenly matched to a deck can do. At this point, Garbage stopped responding, by the way, and I really hope he went and added 3 evenly matched to his deck, just in the off chance that he, you know, loses the coin flip, goes second. Because, bro, like, Garbage, like, I just want to... You can go second, use the evenly matched. Your opponent completely wipes the field of their fucking bullshit, and then you put down all your floodgates, alright? And then on turn 3, you activate all your fucking floodgates, okay? Doesn't matter, it doesn't change anything. Well, you don't need Maxi.
Wait, you need Maxi? I haven't put Maxi in it. Usually, I don't use the meta, like, Yubel deck. The fucking silly Yubel deck I've been using. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. Oh, right, I still have the fucking replay open. Hang on. Oh my goodness. Dark Mastery, thank you for the follow as well. Hold on. Hold on. Get Azorai's fucking face out of here. Where is it? Yeah, this is the one I've been, like, messing about with. It's got one Maxi. Just one. Not that I ever draw the out, bro, but, you know. I just wanted to make this because I found it so funny that, oh yeah, this guy is my Garnet. Like, I'll do it. I'll draw it with Neos Fusion. It's gonna happen, I swear. I just need to run the brick, bro. I don't have the Unchained cards, and I don't know if I want to make them, because I just find this to be more funny than using actual fucking proper Yubel. This is not proper Yubel. This is a shitty meme deck. But I just find it hilarious. I wonder if it's worth putting Dark Fusion in here, just for the sake of, like... Nah, because then I'd have to use an evil hero, and I don't want to do that. Anyway. I want to use that some more, just because I think it's silly. I'll try to have fun with. It's much more fun than Makanko's, at least in my opinion. I haven't used Makanko's, but the way I see it is, it's just more enjoyable. Plus, I like the idea that you don't have to... With Nightmare Pain, you can basically just attack normally. Like, you don't have to wait for anything. Sorry, somebody else caught on to the fact that he said, yeah, draw the out. Yes, now you get it. Just draw Lightning Storm, just Raigeki their Fossil Dyna, just Harvey's Feather Duster their summon limit. Like, because that's the kind of shit he says to everybody else. It's fucking mind-blowing. Oh, sorry, he said one more thing. Sorry, he said one more thing.
Except those cards all force players to respect the time of the opponent, and the out is 99% of your deck, so there's no equivalence here.
I feel like this could be taken more literally with what he said here, but I'm not gonna fucking give a shit. The thing I'm wondering with is... Well, no, because I don't think something like SP Little Knight, for example, is gonna be... Well, the point I want to try and make is the fact that most people wouldn't want to just draw the out. Most people would rather craft the out, because more decks are able to make like SP Little Knight and Nightmare Phoenix over drawing MST. Like, it's just that kind of thing, alright? D&D rules lawyer. I actually don't know if Garbage even plays Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't think he does. Just need to stop playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I thought he did, Mopey. I thought he did. Because the last post they made was uninstalling Master Duel. Why did they come back? What brought them back to the game? Surely nothing should have. Like, absolutely nothing. Also, hold on. Did he accept my friend request? Wait. Hold on. Did he? Wait, he's not in my friends thing. Did he accept it? No way. Oh, he didn't. He turned it down. Aw. I didn't know he was online right now. Well. Alright. I guess we can't be friends, Garbage. That was me being the better half and like extending my hand in friendship. Whatever. Just to be an asshole. Oh, well, the fact that he, like, denied my friend request makes me even more suspicious. Like, what if he is a real human being, you know? What if he really has these opinions? Shit, man. Anyway, Chloe's rebuttal. Whoa there, buddy. First off, I'm sorry if you're upset and considered this an argument. I was just having a discussion with you on actual reasons as to why Red Reboot of all things should be banned. Also, don't change up your story now. You said,
It literally kills an entire game mechanic and has no reason to come back and should be banned forever.
but then say Vanity and Skill Drain should be free, even though they shut off game mechanics. And I also have not disagreed on that. The only points you made is that it enables OTKs, 20-minute turns which you have yet to provide, and Solitaire, I guess. I don't know how Solitaire has anything to do with this. And went on tangents. And I can sit there and say those cards enable them too. If you are consistently getting OTK'd because you can't use traps, or just in general, it sounds like a deck building issue. I'm sorry. You got monsters and spells too, you know. Plus, it's only for a turn. It's not that serious. I mean, Dimensional Barrier is also for a turn too, and that's at 3. Also, please don't be altruistic and talk about respecting players and their time, when I'm pretty sure they would feel respected just using their time to play their deck as it was meant to be played, and Red Reboot helps enable that. So, like I said, please come up with an actual reason so you can actually say you won, whatever that means in this case. Still haven't refuted any of my points, by the way. This whole conversation hurts your brain. Derolo, this is the takeaway from the conversation. This thread convinced me to main deck 2 Red Reboots. Thanks, fellas. Fucking hilarious. After all of that, just use Red Reboot. Like, that's all you take away from this entire thread. Just use Red Reboot. It's that easy. Oh my god. Sorry, the thing I was getting at too is, you know, Red Reboot helping you actually play your turn. There are people out there who are like, you know, I don't like it when my opponent plays during my turn. How, if somebody said that, and I know people have said that, what do they think of trap cards? Just like in general, just do they not have an issue with trap cards because that is a mechanic of the game? Like, and at that point, I wonder if a trap card were to summon a monster, is that acceptable? Is that allowed? Should that be allowed? Like, because I wonder if, people don't like shit like Melfi's, for example, where like, oh, hey, bro, it's my turn, or Centurions in a more recent example. Like,
Actually, I'm trying to play my cards and yet you're summoning monsters. Could you please stop doing that? Like, I'm trying to like make my own combo here. Please stop.
I wonder if that same person were to go up against somebody like, gotta go, Mopey, you going to work? Let's look at Mopey. I'll catch you around. I don't know how long I'll be going for tonight because part of me wants to play No Man's Sky, and I'm not going to stream No Man's Sky. I just want to like chill out and play the game because I think it's kind of neat. But Max C without an Ash to counter it. Oh, Derolo, the thing that kind of annoys me a little bit is somebody used like I really hope when the Charmy cards come out they do get rid of Max C, because it hasn't been too much of an issue, but it's becoming more and more of like an annoyance when somebody does their entire turn 1 combo. Like they do the Solitaire, all right, they make their fucking crazy board of a bunch of negates, which is like, I don't know, Baron and some of the bullshit. They do all of that, and then on the start of my turn during my draw phase, they drop Max C. Like, bro, you didn't have it hard enough already, and now you put Max C on top of all of that? Like, all right, thanks, Chief. Thanks. Appreciate it. What a cool guy. But I don't know. That's kind of my like pet peeve with Max C. Outside of that though, I play through it and assume they don't draw Nibiru. That's the only thing I can imagine. Anyway, sorry, the thing I was getting at is yeah, I do wonder if something like compulsory evacuation device being used on a critical monster that you need for your plays. Like, oh, you're about to link summon and then boop, it goes back to your hand. Or you do link summon and it goes back to the extra deck. Like that probably wouldn't be considered respectful by Garbage's standpoint. I can't imagine that also being the case for, like, I don't know, Big Welcome Labyrinth, for example, where you'd summon a monster, or I don't know, a hero lives. No, it's not a hero. What's the other one? A hero emerges, and you bring out, like, fucking, I don't know. Actually, hang on a sec. Couldn't Labyrinth use a hero emerges? Because it doesn't necessarily require you to use a hero monster. You can use any monster. And as long as that card gets special summoned, you can then fucking remove something from the field. Food for thought. I also wonder how that would work with, whatchamacallit. I wonder how that would work with the transaction rollback. Because I don't know if your opponent has to declare an attack in order for transaction rollback to trigger its effect. Combo decks and checks. Colton Grundy, if there was a way to stop the long-ass combo decks from using Maxi and only, like, rogue decks that kind of need the support to benefit from it, then, like, that's why I'm looking forward to seeing cards like Molt Charmy and things like that, because only the turn 2 player can use it. It's not something the turn 1 player can really, like, take advantage of, whereas Maxi is just an advantage if you draw it as the turn 1 player. Like, I find it to be too broken. That's why I haven't crafted any more. I got my free one. My free one from the Konami bundles, and that's it. And I don't... If I have to take out a hand trap, it's gonna be that first, because I don't like it. But, I know some people run 3. This actually came up in a discussion thread on the Steam discussions, because I can see why if it was limited to 1, that would be pretty bad. Because then it's like a... You know, a really powerful Pot of Greed, for example, that's a one-off in your deck, and if you just draw it, that is, like, luck of the gods, alright? That you just happen to draw the card that draws your entire deck. But even it being at 3 is still pretty bad. Because, I mean, like, what is your opponent gonna do? Like, play through it, or just stop? I have, in my entire Yu-Gi-Oh career, I've only resolved, like, Maxi, I think, like, twice or something, and I haven't played the game like that much. But, like, when it happens, it's fucking insane. Holy shit, I've got like 12 cards to work with. What the fuck do I do with all this? But what I don't get is, hang on, let me actually, I can find it. It was pretty recent. Hold on, wait. Whoa, he posted? Wait. What did he say? What did he say? This is... He must have posted just now. Hang on, live update. The card clubs and cuts for you. What did he say? What did he say? Garbage, what did he say? I need to know. It's me. He's wanted to me.
3 evenly kind of bricks in most cases.
No, it doesn't.
I have the opinion that going first really needs to be nerfed, just in case you don't draw the immediate hand traps to interrupt. Or the go second cards, but it is what it is. Though, as an aside, please don't friend request me. Oh my god. Nothing against you, I just don't add people anymore.
Oh, he must have had a very, like, you know, bad experience with some online rando. That's totally understandable. You know what? More power to you, okay? Totally fair. What are you on about? Zephyr, you're like a year too late. What the fuck are you talking about? This was ages ago. Nobody fucking... What? Alright. How is that the thing he responded to and not whatever the fuck Chloe said? What? Oh, he's probably like formulating that right now as we speak. I don't think 3 evenly bricks you. Alright, I just don't think it does. Like, all it does is buy you another turn. There has been a case where, like, you know, turn 1 happens, Turn 2, you use evenly matched. They get rid of everything. It's fine. They wipe their field. Turn 3, they can't OTK you because there's a good chance a lot of their key resources have been just banished face down. So they play out their hand or whatever they can do, combo as much as they want, play their cards and attack you, only for you to play another evenly matched during the end of that battle phase, banishing the rest of their cards. If they don't quit at that point, well, then what? Supreme Pro Save from Team Samurai. Oh my goodness. That's okay. Cold Runny. That's the other reason why I run one of them as well, is just to have the cross out target. Because having another counter for Maxi is also quite nice. And you know, cross out can be used for other things as well. But yes, cross out target is very. I know there are some sprite decks that use it as just a level 2 monster, which is funny as fuck, by the way, because there are times when you do want a level 2 monster specifically, and it works quite well in that particular deck because everything needs to be level 2. So fair enough. There's a couple of obscure cards in a sprite deck, because I know Ozora was telling me that sprite players use hero kids, which I find that so funny because hero kids, I must have forgotten it, that they're level 2 and they can actually be taken advantage of in sprites because they special summon the rest of them. Like, holy shit, I wish heroes could do that. Heroes like don't even use that card. Like, fuck. Because I don't know how you're supposed to even use it in a hero deck outside of, like, I don't know, a hero emerges. Like, that's the only time you can probably bring it out. Anyway, I'm sorry, Garbage. I'll respect your wishes and I'll never friend request you anymore. That must have what alerted him, actually. Interesting. Dark Beckoning Beast. Oh, I forgot about Dark Beckoning Beast, right, because that's basically a free summon in a sense, assuming its effect isn't impermed. Sorry, what was the... I was looking for something in relation to Maxi, because there's something I thought was kind of funny. Here it is. I don't think this got updated since the last time I saw it, right? Wait, no, it was around here, right? No, that's not it. Somebody said it. Who the fuck said it? Wait. This was where the Asian post was? Wait. Wait. This fucking guy, I swear to God. Yeah, here it was. Yeah. So I don't think Red Life understands that the Molchamis aren't the same as Maxi. They're not the same. I know this was also brought up. There's another Maxi thread that's been going on for a while. It's got like over 100 posts or some shit. The Molchami cards are not the same. They are they can't just be dropped the same way Maxi can and gain an advantage out of it. And Molchami also does limit your hand size based on what your opponent actually does. Now, there is still the aforementioned problem of if your opponent summons a monster and you draw a card and it is a hand trap, you're allowed to use that hand trap. Like, that is live immediately, which I think is fair game. All right, that's totally understandable. It's because Molchami only looks at the end board and sees what your opponent actually has on the field, and that's what determines how many cards you actually get to keep. I just find it like, you know, a little silly that people are considering them all the same. Like, no. The other one as well, there's Molchami and Molchummy, I believe. Molchummy is like fucking useless. Like, I don't think a single person's gonna be using Molchummy because it's only good against somebody who's using like Fluunderies or Yusenjus. Like, not many decks normal summon more than one time. But also, that being the case, I think, what was it, Molcharmy is only for extra deck monsters as well. It's not every special summon, it's only when your opponent special summons from the extra deck. There isn't... Oh, hang on. I think they mentioned there's another one where if you special summon from the deck, that's another one. I don't know. Probably. Maybe it's the same one. Deck or extra deck. That might be it. Because... I mean, this is where it gets into power creep territory, but I don't know how frequently somebody special summons from their hand. I mean, extra deck is pretty prominent because, you know, link chaining is a thing. Like, that's already like fucking 5 cards or so just from link chaining. But a lot of stuff does come from the deck, except for, like, I guess cards that do search out to your hand and then special summon from your hand. But, you know, I never actually bothered to check how many times a card comes from the hand specifically. Regardless, I am on the side that when these cards do come out, the fucking fellows, the little squid things, alright, Maxi will probably end up seeing the ban list. Just because these are better alternatives. Specifically for, you know, whatchamacallit, oh my god, for going second players as well. Again, but, you know, according to fucking, hold on, where was it? Yeah, going first needs to be nerfed more, you know, it's fine, bro, it's fine. Nerf him even more, nerf turn 1 into the ground, alright? Fucking hell. I think that's all the things I wanted to catch up on. I think. I know I probably should read through these threads. Mainly because of, oh Jesus, of this stuff. Wait, what was this again? Oh, that's right. That's the thing he responded to me with the whole summon bullshit. Right, this thread, because this was just a fucking absolute shit show. And again, if you're wondering, it's because it's a counter to this thread, which, what a wonderful human being, you know? What a wonderful human being. I just look forward to the next thing Garbage is gonna post. I can't wait. But no, I actually probably will submit my own little thought bubble to this community, because there is something I want to talk about with the whole respecting other players. I'm just curious what other people's opinions are when it comes to respecting your opponent, because I don't think people care. Maybe people do, I don't know. Like, I like, Garbage seems to have consideration for their opponent by making their turns go by quicker. I don't know, man. I guess it just depends on, like, what deck that determines your play style. I don't know. Like, what? Surely there are people out there that respect their opponent in very different ways by, you know, maybe not destroy. Well, I know, because you have to, like, you're playing to win is the thing. Like, Master Duel at the end of the day is a competitive PvP game. You're not playing for fun. I don't think anybody out there is gonna give a shit if you respect them or not. You'll never see them ever again. It's not like you can friend somebody after the duel or like shake hands or something like that. You're activating Yujo friendship or some shit. Like, none of that's gonna happen, okay? So I don't think there's a lot of etiquette or respect thrown about in Master Duel, unless you're obviously in like a friend lobby, for example. Anyway, I think that's all the major points I wanted to bring up. I know this is still a thing. It may be, actually, I did mention this last time, so I'll look at it because I think it's funny that he edited it like twice now. Continuously edits it. It's well, yeah, it's worth bringing up. I did send the thing with Catrix to Alfie, and you know, I mean, hot take, but I do prefer limiting effects versus limiting summons. This is a whole nother topic, but I feel like limiting effects gives you more like choice and like limitations to what you're willing to put down onto the field in order to set up for the next turn. I prefer that as opposed to, I forget, did we yeah, I think it was like 3 effects that refresh during your end phase, but not a lot of us really had effects that played during your opponent's turn. And even if that was the case, like, that's still really hard to pull off. That was more enjoyable than limiting summons per turn, because limiting summons didn't really do anything. Which I'm actually kind of surprised that it didn't. And I guess I never really counted it before, like, how many summons does one deck really need to do in order to, well, win, for example. And it's not a lot. Like, it's really not a lot. So I'm kind of surprised at that little outcome, that little ingenious thing. So anyway, point is, I'm not going to read all of this, because I already read it, like, I think 1 or 2 streams ago. The point that I find funny is there's this first edit, because as I mentioned before previously, nobody read the actual thread. People read this deck diversity brainstorming thread. Please read and stick to the thread rules. No toxicity allowed. So when you hear the words deck diversity brainstorming, you instantly think, oh, so we're trying to, like, brainstorm diverse decks, right? Like, different ways to build a deck using unique cards, right? Mathmex and Code Talker, is that? No. Surely it's Dark Worlds, right? Well, actually, or actually, maybe 6 Samurais. Maybe. I've heard they can go infinite. Actually, can they go infinite? I think they can go infinite because the Bushido counters just recycle their monsters. And you could, in theory, play infinitely. I don't know if Mathmex can do that. I know they have a fucking long combo though, but it usually ends at some point. I think that's why, like, certain 6 Samurai players are, like, upset because the turn timer is not long enough to actually pull off the combo. I don't know what the combo is, but it's just really long. Did I show you the guy who had a melty at me? No, Azure, what? Did you encounter a boomer in real life? Is that what happened? I never played against the 6 Samurai. Neither have I, Pograndy, neither have I. But I have heard that their combo is absurd. Even to this day, it is still quite absurd. But not as powerful, because I think Gateway of the 6 got, like, limited. So it's not as crazy. Oh, that's why it's fucked. Because you can have multiple of them on the field and they both gain counters at the same rate. And it doesn't matter if the card has counters, you can get rid of counters from anywhere. That's why it's fucked up. Okay. I don't know why that just clicked in my head now, but it did. Sorry, hold on. What is this? Malice C? Sorry, Malik? Unban change of heart. Why is bro running the worst? Let's try other effects. You run Horus, don't you? What? No, he's maxing tactics and heart. That's cap. Figures. He sounds like the Pinecrest and only cares about the numbers. What? What? Just started ass pulling. He's molding. Why is he saying you run Horus? I don't understand how that's like... What? Use Horus. How does that relate to Horus? Only cares about the numbers. What? You've confused me, Azora. You've confused me. Someone cheap wins or some shit. Fucking hell. Oh, that's the other thing too. Yeah, I think I mentioned this earlier, but I don't know why Garbage doesn't run a Horus deck. Like, I feel like that's right up his alley. All he needs is, like, Imseti, and, like, that's it. Like, it's fine, dude. King Sarcophagus will help you, like, stay alive. It's shit. No. To Garbage, it's like, you know, gold, alright? It's shit to everyone else, but, you know. Anyway. So I read all this last time, but what I didn't read is the edits. And again, the reason why he edited it is because a lot of people were just posting their deck lists. Because, again, why wouldn't you post your diverse deck list? Gee, I don't know. Maybe because the last paragraph here is the only part that actually matters to what he said. And nothing else is, like, fucking relevant. But, you know, whatever. Anyway, point is, please keep your posts on topic. This is not a post your favorite deck here, or what would fix the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG for you. I thought it was a CCG. I thought it was somebody else arguing that. Thread. We are very specifically looking for new ideas for rulings, modes, cards, etc. that will encourage a wider variety of deck ideas without literally banning, locking out, or removing the ones currently in use. Since taking away choices already on the table kind of negates the entire point of trying to give more people in the first place. Sorry, I had a stroke. Wait, what? Since taking away choices already on the table kind of negates the entire point of trying to give more to people in the first place. Okay. Oh, he just wants more options. Right. Seriously? This is where he was getting a little upset, because even after this edit, people kept posting the fucking things. I think I was the only person that took this thread somewhat seriously and actually gave him, like, you know, info on what he asked for. Anyway, seriously, please keep posts on topic. Well, there isn't a deck diversity in my opinion. Doesn't count. This is literally a thread for brainstorming ways to see more different types of decks than we currently are. Regardless of how many that is, and whether everyone agrees is good or bad. Or it's good or bad. I've specifically had rules in here since before the first edit. First and third ones in the list, sorry. Saying and shaming others for the cards they play. Yes, calling any strategies and playstyles nasty names still count as breaking this rule. And trying to argue for main mode rule changes are off the table. It's so fucking funny. No bad words are allowed in here, mate. No toxicity allowed. No toxicity at all. Stupid. So hold on. I did give him this nonsense, and then he followed it up with a big thing. I'm not too fucking tired to read this fucking thing on stream, man. Just use your imagination what he fucking said, alright? Anyway, followed it up with another thing. And then, sorry, yeah, and then this happened, right? Hold on, wait. Yeah, and then Zephyr comes in here, like, talking about the decks. I still don't understand where this even came from, by the way. The ex-Valcor guy is... he's like on the fence of being like, I don't know if he's 100% serious or he's like genuine with this. But like, you know, deck diversity or research how many summon types there are. Like, the point is you don't see a lot of these decks. Like, bro, Pendulum? What decks are there related to Pendulum? You could have just put like anything in here, right? Food? How often do you really see a Hungry Burger deck, realistically? Blackluster Soldier? Yeah, dude. 100%. Alright. I'm surprised Dogmatica isn't in this list. Crazy. Yo, Dragon? Rock deck? Stun? Oh, I see Stun. Oh my goodness. What crazy decks do you see? The same thing. So like, yeah, Zephyr's here just seeing Snake Eyes combined with like fucking 50 different things. Yeah, and this was the power Alfie just wasn't having it. All right, I'm trying to be lenient since starting this thread, but let's keep it on topic, everybody. Okay, this is a brainstorming thread for stuff to, as stated in the OP, add to Master Duel, not one about what is or isn't wrong with the game, whether there is or isn't diversity already, or changes you'll want to see in the competitive queues. And these two aren't the only ones who've been off topic thus far. He's like a fucking teacher, dude. These kids are gonna get detention at this rate. They can't keep going off topic like this. I understand that some of you feel really strongly about your particular opinions on it all, but there are threads to put those opinions out on. This one is strictly limited to ideas to encourage new deck comps, not forbid, penalize, discourage, or take away existing ones, either in existing modes or outside of them. I just like that. After that, after being upset at people talking about decks, it comes old mate again being like, it normally just boils down to rotation. Each of the deck types mentioned by me gets a power boost or upgrade and has a chance to become the new best deck for current meta. Jesus Christ. It's not about the current deck being better in general, but just better against most of the other meta decks currently used. Each of the meta decks filter out most of the... sorry, you get the idea. The point is he's just not fucking talking about... Sorry, hang on. If brainstorming is just to add some new OP cards to help out X, no, like, see, you can tell he didn't read the OP, alright? You can tell, and Alfie's getting a little upset. Because this isn't about cards, X Valcor. It's not about cards, we're talking about game modes, okay? Fuck! Anyway, Alfie's like, hey, no worries! Again, this thread is for ideas to see wider card variety, period. It can be inside a competitive scene, outside it, just in customs with friends, doesn't matter. Think questions like, what if there was no effect damage allowed? What would change? What if Max C had its effect inverted? How could a card like that work? And any other wacky shenanigans you'd like to see. And you're golden. Then post your idea. And if I can find anybody to do this with, lol, we'll try it out to see how it works and if it's fun. If we can't, cause it'd require its own mode/rulings, hopefully we can all ask for it to and sorry, the slashes are killing me, man. Hopefully, we can all ask for it or to try it, and Konami listens. Next round of surveys. Konami doesn't give a flying fuck, alright, honestly. But anyway, P.S. I totally get the flavor of the season thing not being fun. The competitive scene's already to the point it keeps shifting to the latest, greatest, hyper-optimized builds multiple times per year. Matt. Sorry, I'm fucking losing it. And you wanted me to read that other mega thread. No, please God. But sometimes it's the sheer, I don't know, meta-ness of them all that feels old and unchanging. When you see 10 to 30, full disclosure 28 is the most I've actually seen, and that guy was awesome, lol, was too bad he ran his timer down. What the fuck are you talking about? Summons turn 1 in every game. In every mode outside solo, it loses its luster a bit. Similarly, it seems like every third or second duel... Jesus Christ. Every second or third duel I get is some going for either a full negate board or an Exodia-like FTK that kills you literally before you even get a turn. Unless you were lucky enough to start with multiple hand traps. I got nothing against it. I just want to try and shake things up once in a while to keep things fresh without taking the massive power creep approach outright, like several TCG companies are known for. Wow, I'm actually surprised he's talking about other TCG companies and not just fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Holy shit, that's a first. Which is part of what made me think the initial effect limit idea to begin with. It was a shot in the dark, I talked it up a bit, and apparently someone already beat me to trying it, and had at least somewhat fun time with it. So that's a win in my book. Oh, he's talking about me. That was me. I'm being referenced here. Oh my god. Seems to learn punctuation. No, I think they got punctuation down. It's just the fact that they have very big paragraphs. I don't think this needs to be like spelled out in this way, all right? This is a lot of text, but they like using a lot of text. And I fucking love that after all of that, it's so stupid. After all of that, Cyber comes in there and he's like, 12 plus hand traps are required to not zombify against glass cannon spam. At least 15 starters are required. Can be either engine starters or power cards. Around 5 semi-garnets are required to use engine starters or power cards. That leaves 8 cards for techs. Those are either breakers or more hand traps, anti-hand traps, more engine, more power cards, extenders, floodgates, disrupts, anti-weakness, and draw power. Or draw power. Unfortunately, I always come to the conclusion that the majority of those techs should be extenders, as those are more consistent. What is he yapping about? Papa Shackles, welcome. How's it going? Papa Shackles, you missed the red reboot thread. Speaking of, Garbage responded. He's like, don't friend request me. I'm like, okay, sorry. This is Fantasyland. So this is the Alfie thread, and I love that he still gets people. He still gets people posting like how to brainstorm a diverse deck. I feel so bad for the guy, dude. That's why I made this post about the garbage thing, trying out the limited summons. And then Alfie does his own little thing about the summons and effects, and that's great. And that's the end of the thread. He never got anybody else. And I feel so bad because like he put so much work and effort into this fucking insane thread with multiple edits, by the way, that nobody read. What a cool guy. What a cool guy. But yeah, Pumper Shekels, I can't believe you actually got banned. You actually got banned for saying like barely anything. I'm gonna lost it. I lost it. Yeah, throwaway troll account. You can't say that, Papa Shekels. That's bad. Those are bad words, okay? Mean things. Gumbish doesn't like people being toxic, okay? He doesn't like the toxicity. I think that might be everything. I mean, obviously, there's the fucking easy bait threads, by the way. Like, I'm not gonna read all of them, okay? Inflammatory language that might start arguments. Fucking hell. Wait, what? How does this have 60 posts? What? Wait, what? It wasn't up to 60. Wait, what? How did it get to 60 posts? What happened? What? Oh, I didn't click the next. Oh my god, there's more. Same talking over 3 pages on this board. There's more to this. Garbage talks about playing floodgates, just draw the out. Garbage talks about red reboot. You expected to draw the out? That's not fair. I'm so glad he responded with like, just draw the... You want me to draw the out, bro? I'm so happy he said that.
There is only one mainstream to out red reboot. Sorry, there's only one mainstream out to red reboot. There's multiple outs to floodgates. Don't equate them.
We are not the same. Bro, please, what are you talking about? I don't get what his adverse is to using the solemn cards or any other counter trap cards that stop trap cards. They exist. They're out there. You should be using those in a stun deck anyway. Like, why wouldn't you be? You want to negate your opponent, don't you? You want to stop their summons, don't you? Like, that should be okay, right? And like, I know there's the opening part where it's like, if you have 3 cards in your deck, you're most likely going to have a 30% chance to get one. If you have like 3 of all of them, that's basically like a fucking, what, like a guaranteed chance to get at least one of those cards in your opening hand. Literally the best cards in the deck. Dude, no, Papa Shekels, it's just too hard to draw them. That's the problem. Actually, wait, Papa Shekels, are you here? You can answer this question for me, because I was wondering about this when Garbage was talking about like, oh no, I think it was Chloe talking about it, how you have monsters and spells that can also be used instead of traps, right? Has Konami, this is serious by the way, has Konami ever made a monster effect that is a speed spell 3 or higher? because I don't think that's... I think because all the quick effects from monsters are all speed spell 2, I'm pretty sure. Like, they're all quick play level of spell cards. I don't think there's a single effect that outpowers it, except maybe like access code talker, I guess, if you count that. Like, if you count the effect that your opponent can't respond to card effects being like the infamous fabled speed spell level 5 because it's so fast your opponent can't do anything. I don't think so. I don't think so either. At least I've never heard of something like that, except again, maybe like cards that literally stop your opponent from activating anything, like Super Poly, for example. Like that's the pseudo speed level card that you can't reach. Like that kind of stuff. Can negate a counter trap like Super Poly. Ooh. Interesting. Because I feel like, surely, with the amount of cards in Yu-Gi-Oh, there would have to be something that... And I feel like it's going to be a synchro card that would do this. Something that outspeeds a counter trap card. Surely. Sorry, anyway. It's more akin to... It's okay... Sorry, it's only okay to floodgate people when I'm doing it. How dare a card exist that can floodgate me? Because that's all I got from this conversation from them, Lamau. How do they fucking have a rebuttal for this? I'm fucking tired. How do you start with that? What? How? Shit. Holy fuck, hang on. I had a drink of water, man. That fucking killed me. Red Reboot fucking killed me instantly. Sorry.
Red Reboot ends the game instantly. Other floodgates allow for the game to continue at a slower pace.
That's not true.
Without canceling the overall game state. You guys are master of false equivalence.
Bro. I don't like... It's just one turn, my guy. It's just one turn. Like... I'm trying to sort of compare this to something on his level, like... I don't know, Nibiru? Is Nibiru like an OTK enabler? Does that allow you to win the game? Actually, it might. Because I think you're able to, like... If your opponent special summons from the extra deck a whole shitload, you can use Nibiru and then make Typhon and just get rid of the token, and then just attack. Not that that would really change anything, they'll continue playing on the next turn. Slifer Slacky. Look at the stream as well. Get your game on. I would love to get my game on. Unfortunately, I'm not playing heroes right now. I do want to try that new hero deck though at some point. I'll have to D-rank to Plat 5 if I want to play Yu-Gi-Oh again though. OTK enabler. What is... Here's the thing that I'm confused about, because I know Garbage doesn't play monsters in his deck, or at least doesn't play anything more than Dyna. Like, surely he'd have other cards that he can use during his turn 1 combo, you know, quote-unquote combo, to actually stop your opponent from OTKing you instantaneously with a fucking Red Reboot. Of all things, Red Reboot. I don't think he does though. Anyway, then just draw the out. Simple as that. All Red Reboot does is stop traps for a turn. It doesn't auto-win you the game. Other floodgates potentially walls out the opponent from playing potentially indefinitely. It's semi-limited, and you can even... Sorry, and you can't even search for it. So again, what's the problem? Surely he's got a rebuttal for this. Oh, he does, actually. Saki floodgates were always a mistake. Then again, it makes me wonder what this dude thinks of Jinzo if he hates cards that completely closes down an entire mechanic. Oh, it wasn't Garbage that talked about it. It was, who was it? It wasn't Virgo, it was somebody else that talked about, Imperial Decree. You know, the fabled trap card, Imperial Decree. Which I'm pretty sure he was talking about Royal Decree. Like, pretty confident he was going to say Royal Decree. Because Garbage is the kind of person who would use Royal Decree, not Red Reboot, which is baffling to me. I know it's because he doesn't like the fast pace, like, oh, he doesn't want to pay half his life points for fucking a card that just stops things for a turn, okay? He wants something that would stop things for the rest of the game. It's like, Papa Shackles, that's the other thing too, where like, Anti-Spell Fragrance is another example where I'm sure Garbage uses Anti-Spell Fragrance, but like, that also shuts off 1/3 of the cards in your deck, alright? Also, I don't know if somebody mentioned this earlier, but the way he mentions, oh yeah, traps are 1/3 of your deck. Motherfucker, I looked up some of the meta decks from the olden times, and traps were not 1/3 of the deck. Traps were at most like a quarter or less than a quarter of the deck. Like, what? What the fuck? Like, even today, like, traps are so minimal in comparison to like the other cards you'd be running. Stuff that shuts off spells would be, if you had the equivalent of Red Reboot but for spell cards, then we'd have something to talk about, all right? Because like, oh, your opponent activated a spell card. All right, well, here's a hand trap that shuts off all spells from your opponent for the rest of the game. Or, well, sorry, maybe for the rest of the turn, all right? But then, my goodness, he's obviously just trolling. He has to be. Like, he has to be. I mean, he didn't friend request me though, so maybe it is a throwaway account. Actually, hang on a sec. Maybe that is why he didn't friend request me. It's just a burner troll account. No way. Yet so forceful about it. He's very opinionated. But Papa Shackles, what about his previous posts where he like uninstalled the game and played Runix for like 10 minutes? What about that? Because those happened, right? Like, I didn't... Surely those happened, right? Sorry, anyway, Ruby Substitute. Listen, what's the problem?
If you sincerely believe this and there's nothing more to discuss, you...
I hate it when people say this.
I'm clearly too smart for your intelligence, so I'm gonna end the conversation now. I already presented the problem. You keep drawing false equivalences and it's getting really boring. I knew this was gonna happen. I asked to Chloe, like, Chloe, you gotta stop exhausting his like NPC dialogue, all right? Otherwise he's just gonna be like an Oblivion NPC and is gonna keep repeating the same bullshit. And he said equivalences like 3 times now in 3 separate posts. He's stuck on loop. Somebody forgot to program in more lines. Surely it's not just a throwaway account. But what if it's actually like somebody else's account? Like, what's that guy called? Well, actually, no. I haven't seen Garbage agree with anybody yet. Well, I've seen people agree with Garbage, but I haven't seen it the other way around, where I don't think the actual person who, maybe if it is a sock puppet account, I don't think the actual person who owns the account is ever going to actually award their own thread or something like that. Like, they wouldn't do anything silly like that. But just an interesting, here's the thing I don't get. I don't know why they came back, because after looking through their history, I thought they were gone forever. But suddenly, like last week, they just decided to start posting again for some reason. And it's still the same like stun takes for some reason. I don't get it. Ooh, imagine a Red Reboot mixed with the Jinzo archetype. Could be interesting. Is that where it ends at 60? Or is there more than 60? Does it keep going? Oh my god, it keeps going. Jesus Christ, it never ends. Stop posting, you people, please. Real talk. Jinzo was from back in the days when traps actually mattered. The fact that it can just turn them off like that with while basically on curve was broken. I mean, at the time, yeah, your traps were Sakuretsu Armor, Mirror Force, and like Magic Cylinder, like, makes sense. I think, actually, I don't know if Trap Stun existed back then. I don't know if, oh no. Royal Decree existed back then too.
That was one of the OG cards, right? Or was that a GX card? Fuck, I don't remember. Oh my god, dude, hang on. It could be really fun for for a very specific, highly specialized set of cards. Might be crap, but fun. Oh yeah, Jinzo was a beast back in the day. It's why I chose it. I like that the comparison for back in the day Yu-Gi-Oh was like, Summon Skull was obviously the best tribute summon monster in the game. Jinzo was weaker, but Jinzo, if you had it on the field, meant that you could just attack willingly with your opponent's face downs. You didn't have to like worry about removing your opponent's back row. If you had Jinzo on the field, you could just keep going ham. Oh my god, here we go. Problem keeps on false purposes. All you keep talking about is, but the OTKs. When I already said, if you are consistently getting OTK'd, that is a deck building problem. You keep going on tangents bringing up floodgates, and let me state this very clearly. You were the one who not only brought them up, but continue to use them as a frame of reference. It's a card that has less than 10% usage. Barely, if not ever applicable during certain matchups. And when it's used in niche scenarios is enough to be the deciding factor in a game. Plus, the game could go on, and you get another trap card of your choosing to use with your opponent already halfway to losing. That's quite generous if you ask me. Now, if your strategy relies entirely on nothing but trap cards, that's on you. So, for the last time, rely on traps. He hasn't like actually rebutted this in any way, by the way. Just like don't use that many traps. But just don't special summon that much, bro. Dyna isn't that much of a problem if you just don't special summon, mate. We should print Dyna with like 5 million attack. It's fine. Wow, I can't believe this is just now. Wow. If your strategy relies entirely on a specific type of card and you get counterplayed, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, geez. The fact that I have to keep repeating myself to someone who over-exaggerates because I don't have an actual point to make is really boring now that you mention it. How does this go? Alright, fuck. I like seeing Chloe's response and then like a sentence from Garbage in response.
This post is just one really dull way of saying you shouldn't play trap heavy decks, no matter how fun they are.
I mean, unless you're playing like, I don't know, Paleos or Labyrinths, alright? Like, I mean, do you it's like Garbage, do you genuinely think stun is fun? I know the words rhyme, okay? But do you actually think it's fun? Like, to just sit there and like wall off your opponent? Is that entertaining? This is a serious question. Like, is there some level of enjoyment to be had from that? Other than being like, I don't know, an ass? Surely there is, right? Otherwise, we wouldn't be playing such a fun deck.
Red Reboot is banned in the TCG for a reason. It should be banned in Master Duel for the same reason.
Who was it earlier? I think Caboose mentioned the reason it was banned was because of Labyrinth. If that is actually true, then I don't see a reason why it should still remain banned in the TCG. If it was just hit so people could play Labyrinth in the fucking tournaments and shit. Also, hang on, 64, is there more? Oh my god, there's actually more. This thread just keeps on giving. I can't go to bed, it just keeps coming up. You have a stun deck on your Masochist account? When you say stun, right? Is it like genuinely? Like, is it like, well, I guess because if it's a Masochist account, I don't know if the game's gonna give you like the proper stun cards. What was so bad about it? I don't know what it stopped. I know it was a side deck option because, I mean, it's a great side deck option. Master Duel doesn't have the ability to side deck, obviously. So like, obviously, like, I don't like, if there was a side deck in Master Duel, yes, I would put Red Reboot in it because it's great when you're going up against a trap user and it's like, oh well, actually your whole deck revolves around traps. Well, let me just put this one card in that stops your whole deck. Crazy how that is. I mean, even if it was limited to one, like how much of a difference would that really make, honestly? None. Be pointless. Oh, right, the barrier statues, right, fuck. Fucking Dogmatica punishment. Clockwork Knight. It can win games. That can win games? What the fuck? Who the fuck is out there attacking into DD Warrior Lady? Or, I actually just realized, I'm assuming you're using DD Warrior Lady to take out, like, as a board breaker. That'd be fucking wild. Anyway, as someone who has played a trap-heavy deck and shown in this very thread that I've played a trap-heavy deck, do not put words in my mouth. And keep that energy next time you asked for something to be off the ban list in Master Duel. That's also banned in the TCG then. Still have yet to refute anything, by the way. Still also waiting for those 20-minute turns you keep talking about. Still waiting for you to actually make a valid, to make an actually valid reason as to why Red Reboot of all things should be gone. I mean, the fact that it's banned in the TCG is a start. I'll give you that. Oh, there's even more. Dude, there's more. How does this keep happening? Holy shit. I went back a little too far. Wow, it's still going. It's pretty good. Oh, yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Oh, actually, Papa Shackles, I don't know if you saw me mention this before. This was like a couple days ago. But your thread about, I mean, you know, you're banned now, but like, I don't know if I could be associating with you, but your thread about changing certain things in Master Duel, or certain things in Yu-Gi-Oh! That should be like, what was it? It was something about rule changes. What's like one little thing you'd change about one of the rules in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I know a lot of people said mistiming. I think something I would want to have more clarity for is damage calculation. And not so much damage step. Damage step is fine. It's damage calculation where I think some things get a bit fucky. Like, going up against Catrix's fucking Destiny Hero deck. A lot of the Destiny Heroes appear to have like damage calculation effects specifically, and a lot of cards, while they can also not counter things in damage calculation, and it's like absolutely absurd. Like, I think one of the weird things is, I know what he was talking about with Galaxy Eyes. Galaxy Eyes' effect, like, when attack declaration is made, it can banish both the attacking monster and the Galaxy Eyes as well. But somehow, as long as it doesn't give you the prompt for a replay to continue attacking, like, I mean, the situation this occurred in is like highly specific, but it's like, just use Galaxy Kribo, summoned it out mid battle phase while I was attacking. Because I had a negate in my hand, you could just shut off Galaxy Eyes' effect before Galaxy Eyes' effect had a chance to go off, despite the fact that Galaxy Eyes was technically being attacked in this instance. It's so absurd. Also, I don't know if Forbidden Droplet is I think it's a damage calculation card as well, because it changes damage values, but holy fuck. The negate activations, attack declaration is before damage calculation, so anything happened there. That's the weird thing, right? The cards that negate certain activations, because like, I don't know how specific you can get with that when it comes to changing either an attack value or negating something from the grave with, because like I'm assuming when you're negating the activation of a card effect, you're negating the activation of a card that is happening in damage calculation, not something that is happening outside of damage. This is why I got weird, because something like Destiny Hero Dreamer, I feel should be allowed to be chained by, called by, because I know it's activating in damage calculation, but why am I not allowed to negate the activation in damage calculation? Is it because it specifically says in damage calculation? Because that's the kind of shit where I'm like really confused. Like, that's fucked. It's like absolutely fucked. It's also a highly specific scenario, but my god. Or I just wish battle step wasn't like fucking 5 different phases in of itself, you know? I just wish it was straightforward. Because like so many cards say, you know, you can do this outside of damage step or damage calculation, and I wonder if Konami's ever slipped up and accidentally made a card that actually does do something during damage calculation and probably promptly got banned because of it. Even say in damage step. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. That is weird. It's really weird. I don't know if there are any decks that take it. Well, actually, I say this and then like Katrix was like, here's Destiny Heroes. So like, I don't know if Konami's made a deck outside of Destiny Heroes that do specifically take advantage of damage calculation specifically, because that's like the forbidden zone, all right, that not a lot of cards can fuck with. And I don't know if there are decks that specifically take advantage of that brief window in damage calculation. I know there are certain cards that have effects that proc during damage calculation, but nothing that specifically does their combo in like damage calculation, for example. Dinomorphia Rextrum? Hold up. I've heard of that card before. What does it actually say? Oh, I swear it's just faster to look up the... Hang on. Oh. Interesting. Reptile, summon black combo, will target something. What the fuck? Well, that's interesting. I didn't know that before. Huh. I have never seen that, but now I want to, because that's kind of nuts. I just like this forbidden zone, the damage calculation. That's wild. I'll have to look that up at some point. Sorry, hold on. I read this, right? Oh yeah, this is the one. Okay. It's so funny watching stun players try and twist themselves into so many different directions. They become the Cordian knot, just so they can try and justify why their floodgates are good and fair, but your floodgates are evil and broken. Keep it up. This has been an endless source of laughs for me lately. But the trap decks, whose whole focus is to stop you from playing using said traps, shouldn't be stopped with a trap. Oh my god. E-dude. How is this still going? I guess everybody's awake now, I suppose. And then Garbage responded again. You gotta be joking. If all he talks about is 20-minute turns, maybe he genuinely gets unlucky enough to run into almost nothing but Primal Seed loop decks. Fuck, no way. No way. I actually wonder what Garbage does on like a daily basis.
I already refuted you.
No, you didn't. I read this whole thing. No, you did not.
The 20-minute turn issue is self-evident and seen across the entire spectrum of the game itself. Your entire premise has been reading a false equivalence.
Again, repeating the same instance. Dude, if you repeat it enough, it'll become fact. I swear.
False equivalence between continuous traps, which floodgate the game out of special summons, and a card with practically no counters.
Dude, no counters at all? None? Like 2/3 of your deck can't counter it? No way.
No way, bro. Which shuts off traps for an entire turn and is the game's biggest FTK enabler.
How is it an FTK enabler? Like, I can believe OTKs maybe, but you're talking about FTKs here, garbage. You do realize, like, what an FTK is, right? And what in the fuck would Red Reboot do on the first turn of a duel? I just don't understand. The going second traps. Like, maybe? Wait, no, you can't act. Oh, now I need to fucking get the goddamn card up. I'm pretty sure you can't activate Red Reboot if you control a card, right? That's face up. Like, you can't play it from your hand. It's only if you control no monsters or some shit, isn't it? Oh no, it's, yeah, pay half your life points to activate. So okay, maybe they activated infinite impermanence, alright, and then you pay half your life points to put this down and stop the infinite impermanence. Well, fuck. Then they enabled your FTK. Shit. Guess that's it. Pay half your, for some reason, I thought the paying half your life points was part of the effect itself. Well, that's just what it did. I thought it was like a solemn card. Fuck. I still don't get why he just doesn't use Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment, Solemn Strike. I don't know. You got monsters in the deck? You want to run the fucking Madolchi card? Anyway. Sorry.
Especially against the right matchup. Like,
only against the right matchup, okay?
Mastodon should be adopting the TCG ban list, but alas, we cannot have such nice things.
I'm totally fine with Mastodon having its own ban list. Granted, I would prefer if it leaned more towards the OCG ban list, I think. You know, aside from Maxi, of course. But like, I would agree more with the OCG ban list than the TCG. I think the TCG is a bit fucked, but you know, whatever. And it says,
what's funnier is you drawing a comical false equivalence. Again, you've broken him. You guys have fucked him up completely. He doesn't know any other words now. To continuous trap floodgates that allow your opponent multiple turns to draw the out, and a card which enables an FTK. Stop saying FTK, you fucking... Don't bore the thread with condescension coming from the combo player peanut gallery.
Papa Shackles, this is what I fucking told Chloe. I was like, Chloe, you gotta stop. He's gonna run out of dialogue options pretty soon. He's a fucking NPC. It's happened. He's actually like, he's ran out of dialogue. He's done. He's reached the end of his script and now he's looping. What's going on? For fuck's sake. Surely there wouldn't be any more to this, would there? Oh, thank God I can go to bed now. Oh my God. Okay. For fuck's sake. Garbage has to know what he's doing, right? He has to know. He has to know. Oh my God. I can't believe. No, I gotta keep refreshing now. Come on, someone's gotta say something, please. He's 100% trolling. He's backed into a corner now where he can't, like, I'm pretty sure he knows what he said here and he can't get out of it. He's fucked himself. So that's why he's just stuck in a loop now. And I'm sure if he keeps repeating the same trigger word over and over and over again, it's gonna work. All right, it's gonna work the 5th or 6th time. Okay. It's all just a false equivalence. It's all a false. The whole fucking thread is a false equivalence. Jesus Christ. Holy fuck. But no, I really want to respond with the fact that he's just an NPC and he's fucking running out of dialogue options. It's just too accurate. Like, fucking hell. Oh my God. Also, how can I report you for this? Is this enough? Is this all I have to do? Just hit the button and you get banned like Papa Shackles? Is that all? Is that what has to happen? can't just be calling people peanut galleries, alright? That's toxic behavior, okay? No toxicity allowed. I'm so desperate to see more of this. At least it ended on 69, which is nice. Also, don't know why this kept like updating occasionally. Hold on. Oh no, I'm not getting baited with that one again. This guy blew my mind, by the way. I don't understand his like mental process here. Oh no, this wasn't the right. This guy made 2 threads. One was about the destruction effect applying to another destruction effect, and then there was another thread talking about how like Secret Village of the Spellcasters should stop spell cards from activating, yet he didn't seem to understand how continuous spell cards worked, which was, I don't know, this guy's very interesting. A very unique person, by the way, very unique. But all of their threads are like this, by the way. They just want something to like attack Konami with. It always has the same energy to it, where it's not their fault, but they're willing to admit that they're at fault because someone's gonna point it out. But they're holding onto that idea that it's not their fault and that it's Konami fucking up again with their card effects. Like, and he almost doesn't believe what people tell him. Almost doesn't. Jesus Christ. I'm such an addict for this one thread, please. Please. But no, I actually need to go to bed now. It's getting late. So, that being said, well, nice transition. It gets better every day.